the Angels like he does. He seems to get so much respect just immediately when you first start talking to him. Well, to you, what is it that makes Mike Scioscia the manager that he is?
Well, the thing is, the players respect him. And I've told my guys ever since I first started managing, that's all I ask is for you to respect me. And it comes down to respecting the game. If you respect the game, you're going to respect your coaches and the players around you, which means you're going to play hard and you're going to do whatever needs to be done in order to win the ball game. The players in Anaheim, they respect Mike Scioscia for who he is and because he's a manager. But the thing about Mike Scioscia, he runs a loose ball club, but at the same time they know that when they step on the field, it's time to go to war. And being in that atmosphere in spring training for 3 years now, you see that. And they have fun, they laugh, they joke, but when they get out on the field, it's all business. And that's kind of the way I've been talking to our guys about. They know how I am. I'm kind of laid back, but when it's time to play ball, let's play ball. Let's get down and dirty and let's get to business because it's a business. You don't go out there to joke around. You want to have fun, but in my opinion, you have fun by doing the things the right way.
The 2006 season is the first since your first year with the Travelers in 2002 that nothing. And maybe it's gotten a little stale for me. I still feel it myself. Do you feel those butterflies? You and I have talked about this before, this being your third season with the Travelers as a manager. Do you feel it still? You feel those nerves?
Right now. I feel it. And my hitting coach asked me earlier at lunch, he goes, what's wrong? You're kind of quiet. Well, for me, it's time to lock in. And you start thinking about opening day. You start thinking about playing under the lights. You start thinking about fans being at the ballpark. It's a totally different feeling than spring training. Spring training, guys are trying to make clubs. Guys are uptight. There's a lot of stuff going on. You're going through drills. You're playing games. And for some people, they said that it don't count, and it doesn't against the record. But, a game is a game. It means something. You're trying to get something out of it. You're trying to get better. But just now knowing that it's opening night, now it's time to lock in. It's time to get things going. There's no more, playing for fun or trying to make a team. It's kickoff time now.
Well, Ty, thanks again for your time. Looking forward to this baseball season. And as being our guest on the pregame show today, you'll get a $15 gift certificate for Shorty Smalls. Shorty Smalls located in North Little Rock, and in Conway. Ty, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Phil.
We'll be right back after this with more on the ITT Tech pregame show here on Little Rock's ESPN 1380. Carlin, you with me?
Stand by. Go.
Welcome back here to Hammond Field as the lights have been turned on. Nightfall slowly starting to set on us here in the Ozark Valley. Phil Elton with you on the ITT Technical Institute pregame show. Glad to have you with us for game number 1 of 140 baseball games as the Travelers here in their 6th season as an Angels affiliate, trying for their 2nd Texas League championship during that time. Trav fans remember very well what happened last year in the Texas League Championship Series. Turned into the bizarro world right there at Raywinder Field when Jason Esposito struck out on a 4-ball, 2-strike count to end the championship series, and certainly left a lot of fans shaking their head wondering what happened as they walked out of the ballpark. Well, if it's going to happen again, that'll happen months away. We've got plenty of time to lead up until the playoffs. And of course, it's not just the start of the season, it's the start of the first half. So got the 2 halves of the season, and we're kicking it off right here. We've already got one final score across the Texas League on the Southwest Airlines scoreboard. San Antonio and Corpus Christi kicked off the season with a traditional afternoon ball game at Whataburger Field. San Antonio pulls off the win 4-3, holding Corpus to only 5 base hits. Travis Blackley, you remember him. He's a former Texas League Pitcher of the Year from a couple of years ago. Well, Blackley, who missed all of last year with an elbow injury, is back, and he picks up the victory. Estrada the loss for Corpus Christi. Huber with the save for San Antonio. Each team with a home run. Nelson for San Antonio, and J.R. House went deep for Corpus. House, a former top prospect of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's catching these days for the Hooks. J.R. House might be a name to look out for this season in the Texas League. Also, tonight, games will be starting just about now. Frisco and Midland kicking off the season at Dr. Pepper 7-Up Ballpark. Windsor on the mound for Midland. Diamond pitching for Frisco. A couple of top prospects there at the Giant Soda Bottle. And Tulsa hosting Wichita. They just had some rain go through northeastern Oklahoma. It might be on the way here to Springfield. We did not know who the starting pitchers are at Driller Stadium. Well, fans, the roar that you can hear at Hammond Field, and everybody is right now standing up and giving a standing ovation to the man who's going to be throwing out the ceremonial first pitch of the 2006 season. His name is Bob Gibson. You know him very, very well. Gibson, of course, possibly the greatest pitcher in St. Louis Cardinals history. Certainly had the greatest postseason starting performance in a Cardinals uniform against the Tigers in 1968. Bob Gibson throwing out the ceremonial first pitch tonight as he is driven around the warning track in a Chevrolet truck, and he'll be throwing out that first pitch, and then we'll be getting this game underway shortly. And as Gibson comes around towards home plate, we'll read to you the starting lineups, beginning with the hometown Springfield Cardinals. Of course, they're the affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals, managed by former Traveler skipper Chris Maloney. Leading off is Mike McCoy over at shortstop. Batting second for the S-Cards is center fielder Reid Gorecki, who returns to Springfield this year. Nick Stavinoha batting in the 3-hole is in right field. Stavinoha, a power-hitting prospect out of Louisiana State. Rico Washington batting cleanup for Springfield. He'll be at third base. Designated hitter Brian Martin batting fifth. Cody Harther hitting in the 6th hole, playing left field. Jarrett Hoffpauir batting 7th at second base. Matt Dreyer will bat 8th for the Cardinals, will be at first. And Iker Franco doing the catching. He'll be batting 9th. Well, listen to that ovation for Gibson as he is dropped off right behind home plate wearing a dark blue suit, gray pants. He's got a red Springfield Cardinal hat. Waves to the crowd. Very exciting for these fans to see a legend like Bob Gibson throwing out the ceremonial first pitch last year, but Dan Musial who threw out the first pitch at Hammond Field. Chris Maloney's going to do the catching for Bob Gibson. We'll see if the hammer can get another strike in there. Imagine Gibson at his age, and I believe he's in his mid to late 60s. He could probably still get it up to in the mid-70s. Gibson taking a look at the mound. He doesn't want to throw it from the mound. He's going to do it from in front of the mound, and he actually skipped it up to the plate, but who cares? Bob Gibson, ladies and gentlemen, that's fun to see. All right, that was your starting lineup for Springfield. Here's the starting lineup for the Travelers. A lot of new names in this lineup, beginning with switch hitting Dwayne Bacon leading off. Bacon, the very speedy center fielder, comes over to the Angels after being released by the Cubs. Batting second is Aaron Peel. He'll be in left field today. Batting third at shortstop, Brandon Wood. A lot of buzz surrounding Wood. 43 homers at Rancho Cucamonga last year, an all-time Angels minor league record. We'll see how Wood does in his first go-around at Double-A. Batting cleanup will be third baseman Matt Brown for the Travs. Greg Porter, formerly the third baseman last year for Arkansas, he goes over to first base this season. Porter, left-handed hitter, is batting fifth. Batting sixth and catching tonight is Bobby Wilson in the 7-hole. In right field, another returner, Jason Esposito. There's that last ovation for Gibson as he walks into the Cardinals dugout and shakes some hands. Batting eighth for Arkansas in his third year with the Travelers, designated hitter Mike Elward. Elward, a little bit more advanced as a hitter than most of the people in the Texas League. He should do well for the Travs. And batting ninth, playing second base, Eric Rodland. Here are your starting pitchers. We'll begin with Jordan Powell for Springfield. Powell was actually one of the starting five originally for the Cardinals last year. A 6'8" right-hander from Effingham, Illinois. Powell's last season compiled a record of 7-11 with a mighty respectable ERA of 3.83, which ranks 10th best in the Texas League. Daniel Davidson on the hill for the Travs. Davidson led the team with 13 wins last year, 28 games pitched. He carried a 472 earned run average, and Davidson will be pitching tonight for the Arkansas Travelers. The rest of the starting rotation for the Travelers will be Steven Shell tomorrow night, James Holcomb on Saturday. Travelers will close up this series with Springfield with Chris Hunter Sunday afternoon, a Monday off day spent in Wichita, and then Jesse Smith, the number 5 starter. He'll be the starter for the opening game against the Wichita Wranglers. Our umpires for this series: Bosco Baracus behind the plate, Templeton Peck at third, H.M. Murdoch over at first. That's the last time we'll be mentioning their names throughout the season. Lineups getting exchanged at home plate. Traveler manager Ty Boykin in the usual road gray jerseys. Fans, those road jerseys still say Little Rock on them here in 2006. Cardinals in the home white jerseys. Birds on the bats as usual. Chris Maloney right now explaining the ground rules of Hammond Field to Tyrone Boykin. Hammond Field in its third year of operation. It's the second season that they operate as a minor league facility. It's also the home of Missouri State baseball, a hitter's paradise. 315 down the left field line, 400 at dead center field, 330 to the right field corner, and the wind is blowing pretty hard out to left today. The ball will carry into left field. That's where the Traveler bullpen is located. It's about a 10-foot fence all the way around it. It is possible to save a home run from getting over that fence. So it looks like Jordan Powell has finished with his warm-up. Daniel Davidson starting that long walk down the left field line along with Bobby Wilson. Travs in the third base dugout. Most of them in their red Angel jackets. Cardinals in the first base dugout. And virtually no red jackets on in that Cardinal dugout. Got about 3/4 of a full house tonight here in Springfield. Pretty good attendance considering that it's been raining most of the day. And there is a tornado watch. So, fans, it smells like hot dogs. It smells like popcorn. It smells like baseball in Springfield, Missouri. Let's get to it. We'll come back with the first pitch of the 2006 season right after this on Little Rock's ESPN 1380. We are back at Hammond Field. The Cardinals have taken their positions. The Travelers are ready to start swinging from that third base dugout. I am Phil Elton. You're the listener. We've got Arlen Horn back at the studios, making sure that we are on the air all season long. We thank management at Little Rock ESPN 1380 for carrying Traveler baseball for the third consecutive season. Always exciting to make sure these games are on the air. Well, Jordan Powell's completing his warm-up out on the field. We saw Powell's a few times last season. Trav hit Powell pretty well in the 2006 season. He's a little bit, you look at him, you see he's 6'8", you expect him to be throwing darts at about 95 miles an hour, but that is not the case. Powell's actually topped out around 88. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Curveball's a pretty decent pitch. And let's see here, last season, Powell 1-3 against the Travelers in 5 appearances, carried a 4.94 ERA against the Arkansas offense. Dwayne Bacon stepping into the batter's box. Bacon, a switch hitter, the only switch hitter in the Traveler lineup this year. Dwayne out of Fort Washington, Maryland, 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. He'll be batting left-handed against the tall righty. And in his third base will be Rico Washington to guard against the bunt first baseman Dreyer, even with the bag. Powell will go into the windup. Here's the first pitch of the 2006 season. It is high. Ball 1. We're underway today at 7:13. First pitch, about 3 minutes late. Not bad for an opening day. Powell's into the windup, kicks and delivers the 1-0. And Bacon will take it on the inside corner. A slider, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dwayne Bacon. Bacon, a 16th round pick by the Cubs in 2001. Played 5 seasons with them and was released. The 1-1 pitch, high and outside to Bacon, 2 balls and a strike. On deck, Aaron Keel. Brandon Wood batting third. Matt Brown is in the hole in case anybody reaches. A 2-1 count on Bacon. Fowles will deliver the pitch. Bacon swings, hits it high in the air, shallow right center field. Nick Stavinoha coming on, and he can't get there. It falls in front of him. And Dwayne Bacon starts the season with a little dunk shot in a shallow right center field. That'll bring Aaron Keel to the plate. We should expect to see a lot of little dunk shots like that from Bacon throughout the season and plenty of bunt base hits. Something else to look out for, the stolen base. Bacon, 217 steals in his time with the Cubs. He stole 44 last year and caught 14 times. Here's Aaron Keel stepping into the batter's box. He'll be right-handed. Traveler left fielder. First year at Double-A. Bacon leads off at first. He's held on. Powell will throw the pitch, and it's low. It's ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Aaron Keel. Split the season last year between Cedar Rapids and Rancho Cucamonga, combined to hit 19 home runs, drove in 69. Bacon, a good 5-step lead off of first. Powell is ready at the belt. The tall right-hander delivers. Bacon on the run. The pitch is popped up on the right side of the infield. It's into foul territory. Dreyer wants the call as it drifts into fair ground, and he makes the catch right there. Bacon back to first base, and there's 1 away, bringing Brandon Wood to the plate. Nice pitch by Powell. He got right in on Teal's hand. Bit of a hit-and-run action put on by Tyrone Boykin during our interview we had with Boykin for the preseason show. Tyrone said you should expect to see a lot of hit-and-runs for the Travelers this year. So 1 away in the top of the first. Bacon still at first base after his leadoff single. And here's probably the most talked-about hitter in the Texas League before a pitch has even been thrown to him. 6'3" Brandon Wood. Right-hander stands in. Fowles will deliver the pitch, and Wood looks at a slider outside for ball 1. Wood, first-round pick of the Angels in the 2003 draft. Selected 23rd overall. Last year, 20 years old in the California League, and he hit 43 homers. Kickoff move to first. Bacon barely gets back in. Powell's caught him leaning. Dwayne went to the outside. Got around the tag of Dreyer. Fowles will throw. Bacon on the move. A swing and a line shot over the third baseman down the left field line. A fair ball. Harper over to the corner. He'll cut it off. Here comes Bacon at third. He holds up. Brown coasts into second base with a stand-up double. And so the Travs have two in scoring position for Greg Porter. Boy, a nice piece of hitting by Matt Brown. Fowles tried to come inside. He left it up in the zone a little bit. Brown all over that pitch. A line drive right over the third baseman, Washington. Nice play by Harper to cut it off. That saves the run. So here's Greg Porter standing in as he attempts to put the Travs on top of the first inning. Porter, second year as the Travelers infielder. I was going to call him third baseman. He was third base last year. He's at first now. Big left-handed hitter. And here's the pitch from Powell. Porter takes a strike on the inside corner. Powell gets ahead, 0-1. Porter last year, 286 batting average. Career high 11 homers, a career high 56 RBI. Powell's ready. And the 0-1 on the way. Porter takes inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch missed just a little bit inside from where that first offering came. Infield straight away. They'll play for Porter to pull down the first base line. And shading into the gap in left field. The 1-1 to Porter is swung on and shot down the first base line. Picked up by Dreyer. Race to the bag. Dreyer wins the race. And that'll end the Traveler first inning. So they threatened but strand a couple, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 left for Arkansas. Bottom of the first coming up, and here come the Cardinals to the plate on Little Rock, ESPN 1380. Check. Check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Okay, that's a little better. I think that's better. Better. Back at Hammond Field here in Springfield, and a reminder, Traveler fans, the season tickets are still on sale. We have not yet played a game at Ray Winder Field in the 2006 season. The season tickets this year are $210 for box seats, $160 for grandstand seats. And if you buy a season ticket, that'll also get you tickets to the 2006 Texas League All-Star Game, which is sponsored by Arkansas Federal Credit Union. The All-Star Game in Little Rock, 2006, on June the 20th. It'll be a 7:10 first pitch. The North Division and the South Division, it's been renamed. Travelers have been in the East Division for years now. It is now the North versus the South. And again, it's the Texas League All-Star Game on June the 20th, brought to you by Arkansas Federal Credit Union. For the Springfield Cardinals, this is Mike McCoy, Reid Gorecki, and Stavinoha. Here's Daniel Davidson. Led the Travelers last year with 13 wins and with 154 and 1/3 innings pitched. Tall left-hander out of Springfield, Florida. There's something going around the front line. It's the third lead off a right-hander. This shot for the Cardinals, turns in, takes the first pitch for a strike. And it's 0-1. Davidson, not a flashy pitcher. There's everything but the pitching pitch. Sometimes you can go for 56. Here's the 1-1 to McCoy. And then his batter races it up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Right back up the box. Davidson almost stops it with his shoe. By McCoy. There's no doubt single right up the middle. And it brings Reid Gorecki to the plate. Gorecki tried to go fast here. Center field prospect. He lost some time last year to injury. Also, just did not hit very well at Springfield. 182 at Springfield. He finished the season hitting 286 at high weight on loose. Another right-hander. Davidson into the stretch. Quarter in front of the runner at first. Here's the pitch. And Gorecki takes the play 1-1. After the numbers on Davidson last year, 15 wins, 5 losses. 179 pitch around, now he's 54 in the third inning. 25 left and 110 strikeouts. Davidson takes the river. Gorecki looks for the left two pitch for a strike. And it's 1-1. Nothing left in bottom of the first. enough keeping Stavinoha to one base. Second base hit of the inning for the Cardinals, but now they just have one base runner after the double play. And Rico Washington coming up. Well, Rico Washington, that's one of the only free agents on this Cardinals team. They were loaded with free agents last year. Washington comes over from the Devil Rays organization. Left-handed batter against the lefty Davidson, and Daniel's first offering. After an East calls strike one. Rico Washington, 5'9", 190 pounds. He's 27 years old, 95 career homers. The 0-1 to Washington is swung on and fouled at the plate. It'll be 0-2. Now the third baseman for the Cardinals, Rico Washington. Washington, throughout his career, stayed with the Pirates, Padres, Devil Rays, and now Springfield. 19 homers last year. Double A Montgomery for the Devil Rays at 300. Porter in front of the runner at first. The 0-2 pitch off the just the hair outside. Ball one. 1-2 on Rico Washington. On deck, Ryan Martin. Porter is holding Stavinoha to first base, but not on the bat. About a step in front of him. Blocking his view of the batter. Davidson takes throws. 1-2 pitch is high. The count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfielders, Steele in left, Aiken in center, Steele in right, Ethan out here, and no much about Aiken's arm, but versus fly out there in center. A 2-2 count, Davidson throws, Washington takes ball 3, up high. Davidson had an 0-2 count, now carries it full. This will allow Stavinoha to get into motion, and the pitch will be delivered. Crowd had a chance to score the top of the first, stranded 2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. The runner going. It is swung on and fouled off of Wilson's catching glove. Davidson came off speed once again. One of the things about Davidson makes him an unpredictable pitcher. He just does not fall into pattern. One count he might throw a fastball. The next time you see him, the same count, he could throw something else. Standing back in there, Wilson delivers the side. Davidson a set, hands together. The check the runner. Pitch, the pitch. Washington sends a mother back to mount. 2-2 play for Daniel Davidson. Throw hop in the throw to first to end the inning. And the Cardinals strand a runner in the first. No runs, 2 hits for Springfield, and again 1 left. 1 inning complete here at Hammond Field. 0-0. The track coming up in the bottom of the second, the top of the second, right after this on Little Rock ESPN 1380.
National Baseball Hall of Fame member Hank Greenberg worked as the general manager of the Cleveland Indians after his playing days were over with the Detroit Tigers. One off-season, contracts were sent out to all the players on the team for their signatures. Several weeks later, Greenberg received an unsigned contract from one player. He sent a telegram to the player. It said, "In your haste to accept the terms, you forgot to sign the contract." A telegram from the player arrived the next day. It read, "In your haste to give me a raise, you put in the wrong figures." I'm Mark Evans, pastor of the Church of Rock Creek. We remember today, in all your relationships, your perspective changes the way you look at life.
The Church at Rock Creek has 4 weekend services. Worship times are Sunday mornings at 8 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and 11 a.m., and Monday night at 7 p.m. For more information, call 225-8684 or look on the web at www.churchatrockcreek.org.
We've got a crazy fan on the field here, folks. He's wearing more body paint than a Mustang, Bob. Uh-oh, here come the refs, but he's not slowing down. Fakes to left, goes right through.
Wilson out to the mound. He wants to talk with Davidson. Bases loaded for Reid Gorecki. So the Cardinals not only get ahead in the second inning, they've got a chance for a rather large frame. Bases jammed, 2 outs for Gorecki. Davidson got him to bounce into a double play in the first inning. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Springfield. Davidson will go from the scratch against the right-hander. First pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. Davidson gets ahead, doesn't mess around. And it's quickly 0-1. Outfield straight away. So is the infield. Gorecki, very fast. He can run. No one holding a runner on base. And the 0-1 pitch. Gorecki pops it up, left side of the infield. Wood drifting out to shallow left. He's got a beat on it. Reaches up. Wood makes the catch, and that'll stem a possible rally for the Springfield Cardinals. Springfield manages 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 3 runners left. We'll take it into the top of the 3rd. It's 1-0 Springfield here on Little Rock ESPN 1380.
The romance begins at Cupid's. Choose from Central Arkansas's largest selection of apparel and lingerie in every size, style, and color. And don't forget the wide selection of menswear, toys, massage oil, and lotions. It's Cupid's Lingerie and more. 2585 Donaghy Street in the Townsend Plaza Conway, 65th and Scott Hamilton, and 9700 North Rodney Perelman in Little Rock, plus 3360 Central Avenue in Hot Springs. Just look for the purple neon hearts, and you'll know you're in the right place. Cupid's Lingerie and more.
Hey, fans, it's easy to get discount tickets to Trans games all year thanks to Ready Ice. Arkansas's #1 ice company, Ready Ice presents Ready Ice Wednesdays at Ray Wonder Field. Just pick up a discount coupon for any Wednesday Travs home game anywhere Ready Ice is sold, like most Shell and Exxon gas stations. Bring the coupons to the Travs box office for $3 general admission tickets to any Wednesday home game. That's Ready Ice Wednesdays at Ray Wonder Field all season long. Thanks to Arkansas's #1 ice company, Ready Ice.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
It's Arkansas Traveler Baseball, and it's into the top of the 3rd inning at Hammond Field in Springfield, Missouri. Side of the Travs' opening road trip of the 2006 season. Springfield gets the first run of the ball game on a sacrifice fly from Jarrett Hoffpauir in the bottom half of the 2nd. The Travs send Eric Rodlin to lead off, followed by the top of the order. Dwayne Bacon is on deck, and then Aaron Peel. Now here's a new face, not just to Trav fans, but to the Los Angeles Angels organization. Rodlin, 6'1", 180 pounds, from Snohomish, Washington. Has spent the first 3 seasons of his career as a Tigers farmhand with Detroit, and was released in December, quickly snapped up by the Angels. First pitch from Jordan Powell is over the inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Rodlin. Rodlin in his 3 years, 284 career average with 9 home runs. 0-1 pitch, Rodlin a check swing. They want an appeal to the third base umpire. The appeal is denied, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch from Powell's missed low and away. This is the first at-bat for Rodlin at Double-A. The 1-1 pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner. Nice high, tight fastball. And it is 1-2 from Powell to Rodlin. Rodlin hit 278 last year. High single-A Lakeland. The 1-2 pitch. Rodlin swings. High chopper to second. Hoffpauir coming in. Waits for the tween hop. Quickly throws to first and gets Rodlin by a couple of steps. 1 away. We'll go to the top of the Traveler order. That's 9 batters faced by Powell. He has not walked anybody. Thought he might have a little bit of a funky swing. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bacon again shows bunt, and he took it inside. The count 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, pardon me. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little thrown off by the umpire there. Now quickly the pitch delivered, and Bacon smacks it up the middle. Second baseman Hoffpauir dives, couldn't get it. It's into center field. Even with that funky swing, Dwayne Bacon is 2 for 2. As the speedy Travelers center fielder collects his second single of the game. That'll be the Travelers' 4th base hit. So let's see if they can get those wheels moving. 44 steals last year for Dwayne. The Travelers last year, and they were a catcher's nightmare. So 171 bases last season. Aaron Field, the batter, 1 out. Bacon's on the move. Field swings it towards the gap in right center field. It's in there for a hit. Gorecki bobbles it in the gap. That'll allow Bacon to come around third to score the tying run. And there goes Field into second base. It'll be a single and an error on the center fielder Gorecki, and the Travs tie it up at 1. Hit and run action, beautifully executed by Aaron Field. He hit that ball so hard, the second baseman Hoffpauir, as he was moving up the middle, had a chance to leap and almost catch that ball. One of those low-lying line drives. But Gorecki got there into the gap and cut it off, but he could not pick that ball up cleanly. Bacon has no trouble scoring. Field again won't be given credit for an RBI, but he will get credit for a single. He's in the second base on the error. So the Travs have a chance to take the lead. Brandon Wood stepping into the batter's box, and here's the pitch. Wood check swing. It is low. He did not go across, and that is ball 1. So a 1-1 score on the first error of the season by either of these teams. And now Wood, who struck out in the first inning, has a chance to give Arkansas the lead. The pitch is driven in the air to deep center field. Gorecki's back to the warning track. The leap at the wall. It is gone. Brandon Wood. Not that. And Arkansas grabs the lead 3-1. .43 home runs last year. Fans were wondering, maybe would he get his first home run in his first at-bat? Well, no. Try his second at-bat. This will bring Matt Brown to the plate. The Travs on a string of 3 consecutive batters reaching base, and now all 3 have scored. And a 2-run lead for the boys from Little Rock. The first pitch to Brown is popped up. Right side of the infield, drifting foul. It is foul. Over to the dugout, out of play. No balls, 1 strike on Brown, who doubled to the corner in left field in the first inning. With Brandon Wood, I don't know what happened to Brandon after the 2004 season. I mean, take into account that he was signed, I believe, as a 17-year-old shortstop from Scottsdale, Arizona. It takes a little time to grow into your body, and I'd say he grew into it last year. He has turned into a monster hitter. And he pops it up foul behind the plate. That is out of play. Strike 2. You know, fans, a lot of people these days, and at the end of the quote-unquote steroid era, they look at numbers that jump incredibly, and automatically I think Brandon Wood was taking something like that last year. There's a pitch to Brown. He'll chop it foul outside third, still 0-2. But it jumped from 11 home runs in 2004 to 43 home runs in 2005. That's just an incredible jump for anybody. And I think that says a lot about Brandon Wood growing as a person, growing into his swing, and himself as a baseball player last year. Folks, you may be in for a fun season watching him. 0-2 to Brown. Popped up on the infield. That'll stay fair. Right towards the mound. All 4 infielders converge, and the third baseman, Washington, will make the catch just to the left of the pitcher's mound, route number 2. I would hope, though, that the days of questioning whether somebody improves their power numbers, whether it's steroids or something else, I hope those days are over. And I think that they are. And now here's Greg Porter stepping in with the bases empty and 2 outs. First pitch to Porter is hit between short and third. Backhand by McCoy. Here's the long throw, and he got him by a half step. Pretty impressive play by Mike McCoy, but a more impressive inning by the Arkansas Travelers. They rallied for 3 runs on 3 base hits. There was 1 rather large error, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third, and the Travelers lead it 3-1 here on Little Rock, ESPN 1380.
Parts is a proud supporter of American auto racing. From the down and dirty action of local dirt tracks all the way to the ultimate thrill of NASCAR, we're dedicated to racing and racing fans. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts at better prices every day.
I'm definitely not going to back my old razor. I'm going to stick with M3 Power. Check out what guys are saying about M3 Power, the first micro-power shaving system from Gillette. And in fact, it's fantastic. I feel like I'm getting a massage with this razor. Wow, this is something new. I like this. I feel like I'm not even shaving with the M3 Power. It made me look forward to shaving. Feel the power of the world's best shave. M3 Power from Gillette. The best a man can get. I'm a brain surgeon. I'm not engineer. I don't know how this thing works. I just know it works. Hi, this is Brad Gilly with Texas Motor Speedway's Total Access presented by Chevrolet, which can be heard every week right here. And be sure to check out this week's show because it is race week here at Texas Motor Speedway. The Samsung Radio Shack 500 race weekend is here, and we're going to get you ready for
Speedway's Total Access presented by Chevrolet.
Saturday mornings at 9 on Little Rock's ESPN 1380.
KDXE North Little Rock.
Back at Hammond Field as the Arkansas Travelers put up 3 runs in the top of the 3rd inning to take a 2-run lead over the Springfield Cardinals. Travelers 3, Cardinals 1. I'm Phil Wilson with you, and thanks for tuning in, whether you're listening to Little Rock ESPN 1380 or online at www.travs.com. I'd like to thank the folks over at minorleaguebaseball.com who've expanded their coverage of the minor leagues this year, and they have also taken the reins of the Traveler webcast, and they'll be webcasting us all year. Daniel Davidson gave up 1 run on 1 hit in the 2nd inning. He now has a 2-run lead to work with. Nick Stavinoha stands in and takes the ball low and outside. And we're underway in the bottom of the 3rd. Davidson, left-handed delivers, and Stavinoha swings through a fastball, going to 1 ball and 1 strike. Stavinoha, 1 of 3 Cardinal base hits today, and singled up the middle of the 1st and was stranded. The 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a strike on the inside corner, and Davidson ahead 1-2. Nice fastball. Stavinoha unable to get those arms out. So he looked at a decent pitch from Daniel. The 1-2 pitch. Stavinoha bends away from a fastball right at the chest and way inside, 2-2. Cardinals envision Stavinoha as a 30 home run guy in the major league. They may have him on the fast track. 2-2 pitch, reach forward, tap to second base. Rodlin on the second bounce, easy play. The flip in time for out number 1. Nice pitch by Daniel Davidson. He had Stavinoha leaning over the plate. Soft changeup had him really with his backside towards the 3rd base dugout and didn't get anything on the swing. So Davidson retires the leadoff man for the first time. And now coming up to the plate, Rico Washington. Washington a lefty. Davidson's first pitch is high, ball 1. Washington bounced back to the mound, ending the 1st inning. No one on base for him, 1 out here in the 3rd, and the 1-0 pitch is inside. That's ball 2. Ryan Martin on deck. Well, one final score from the Texas League today. San Antonio defeats Corpus Christi 4-3. The pitch, late, foul, fair. They call it fair down the first base line. That goes over towards the bullpen and stops to the pen. Espino picks it up, fires to second base, and Washington is in there with a sliding double. I apologize for calling that foul from up here. It certainly did look foul. Greg Porter, the first baseman, arguing not vehemently, but just asking the base umpire, the first base umpire, is he sure that's fair or foul? Called fair, so it is fair, and the Cardinals get the tying run of the plate. Nice piece of hitting there by Washington. He really smacked that line drive very hard. So a runner at second base with 1 out for Brian Martin. Martin was hit by a pitch and scored last inning. First delivery, hit on the ground to the second base side. Nice sliding stop by Rodlin. He'll flip to Porter at first. That's the 2nd out. The runner moves to 3rd base. So Washington at 3rd for Cody Harther. Other games in progress in the Texas League. Midland leading Frisco 2-0 there in the bottom of the 2nd at the soda bottle. And Wichita puts up a 3 spot at Tulsa in the 1st inning on a homer by Mitch Mayer. 3-0 Wichita on top of the 2nd. Here's Arthur standing in, a double in the second. Davidson's pitch is high and outside, ball one. Arthur doubled in the second inning to left center field. A lefty-lefty situation. The 1-0 pitch. Arthur a check swing. Wilson appeals to the third base umpire, but it is denied, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Jarrett Hoffpauir is on deck. Davidson will work from the stretch with 2 outs and a runner at third. And the 2-0 on the way. Arthur swings. He's late. Fouled it into the third base seat. 2 balls, 1 strike. Davidson so far, 1 strikeout to his credit, 1 walk. 2 walks. 1 hit batter. Here's the 2-1. High in sight. Arthur had to raise his arms above that pitch. And now Davidson delivers the 3-1. That is popped out of play over the third base seat. And the count now full on Arthur. Cardinals like Arthur a lot. Strong arm, power potential, good outfielder. Davidson with a 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a changeup. And Davidson holds on to the lead in the third inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. 3 complete at Hammond Field. Travelers 3, Cardinals 1. Back for the 4th after this on Little Rock, ESPN 1380.
From the hilltops of Atlanta to the California sand. Come on, one day across the nation, yeah. I'm a burrito in every
Most Burritos, 2834 North Hills Boulevard in North Little Rock by Kroger's in North Hills and McCain. Go your own way with National Car Rental. Take a one-night trip and discover Arkansas. National's Great Weekend Special is just what you need for a trip to the Ozarks. Or get your friends together and rent a minivan to historic Eureka Springs. National offers a wide choice of sizes and styles, from luxury cars to vans and sport utility vehicles. Unlimited mileage rates are available. National Car Rental has 2 convenient locations, Little Rock Airport and North Little Rock at 3919 Clark Avenue. See National Car Rental's ad in the yellow pages. Go your own way with National Car Rental.
1, 2, 3.
We're at the supermarket checking out shopping lists.
Oh, here's mine.
Let's see. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, do I win?
Well, actually, you probably lose.
What?
Lose inches.
Oh.
See, studies show that people following a proper reduced-calorie diet that included 3 servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt every day had better weight loss results and trimmed more from their waistline than if they just cut calories alone. So eat 3 cool, creamy servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt a day.
Wow, I consider that a win.
Have you had your 3 today?
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Don't forget, Traveler fans, the Texas League All-Star Game is in Little Rock this season. Tickets are not yet available. They will be available for purchase after season ticket sales are completed. You could probably buy your game ticket for the All-Star Game in early May. The 2006 Texas League All-Star Game brought to you by Arkansas Federal Credit Union. Online at afcu.org. You can call them up at 982-1000 to learn about Arkansas Federal Credit Union, Arkansas's largest credit union. It's 3-1, the Travelers with the lead in the top of the 4th. And leading off for Arkansas, Bobby Wilson taking a first pitch high for a 1-0 count. Big hit of the game, Brandon Wood's tie-breaking 2-run homer. Wilson swings through a fastball and misses, and it's 1-1. So 3 innings in the books. For the Travelers, 3 runs on 6 base hits, no errors, 2 men left. Jordan Powell hands over the head in the 0-2 to Wilson. Low and outside, ball 1. Scoreboard and the umpire saying 2 different things. That's never a surprise. The pitch on the way. Wilson takes it in the dirt. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line score for Springfield, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. And the Cardinals have stranded 5, each one in every inning. The 2-2 to Bobby Wilson. Chuck towards the third baseman. Washington will wait for that one. Off the line, he'll fire to first and retire Bobby. Wilson now 1 for 2. Here comes Jason Esposito. Looks like the Cardinal bullpen will start to get into motion shortly. Powell's over 60 pitches already here in the fourth inning. Espedo stands in, left-handed batter against the righty. Powell throws. Espedo looks at a strike over the outside corner. Espedo 0 for 1, bounced into a double play in the second inning. 3-1, the Travelers leading in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Powell. Popped up by Espedo, left side of the infield. Washington making the call in foul ground. Boykin gets out of his way, and Washington puts it away for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the fourth. We'll bring up Mike Elworth. Get to the big league scores shortly on the Southwest Airlines scoreboard. A couple of quick final scores. St. Louis over the Phillies today 4-2. Bad days for Philadelphia sports fans as the Phillies drop to 0-3. And Jimmy Rollins' hitting streak ends at 38. That's one game behind Molitor, Paul Molitor, I believe, the 4th longest hitting streak ever. So Rollins finishes with the 5th longest hitting streak. Elworth looks at a strike on a fastball, 0-1. Elworth line out center field in the second inning. Nobody on base for Mike. Jordan Powell's with the 0-1 pitch. Elworth swings, laces it up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Hoffpauir the closest to that one. That line drive, about 5 feet to the right of second base. Hoffpauir really didn't have much of a shot at it, but gave good effort. And the Travelers with their 7th base hit off of Powell. No one in the bullpen is throwing yet, but there are a couple of Cardinal relievers that are stretching. As the Travs send their 9-hitter to the plate for the second time. Here's Eric Rodlin. Rodlin bounced out in the 3rd inning to his counterpart. And bats with Elwood at first. Here's the first pitch. Rodlin swings, fouls it back into the screen for strike 1. Eric Rodlin is one of only 2 free agents on this team for the Travelers, at least the position players. Rodlin and Dwayne Bacon coming from different organizations. Rodlin all over a fastball, but he pulls it outside the first base foul line. Foul ball makes it 0-2. Bacon had come from the Cubs, Rodlin from the Tigers. Everybody else in this lineup has mostly been with the Angels with the exception of Jason Espedo. He's been with the White Sox before 3 years ago, so for the most part, Espedo's been an Angel most of his career. Rodlin breaks his bat on a fastball, which is slowly grounded foul to the first baseman. There's our first broken bat of the season, and it's broken with good 8 or 9 pieces. Rodlin left with nothing more than a broom handle, which he will walk back into the Arkansas dugout. We actually had our first broken bat of the season at batting practice yesterday, which is never a good thing for a hitter to break a bat at batting practice. No other reason other than he's going to get ribbed a whole lot by his teammates. Jason Espedo broke his bat in his first swing at batting practice yesterday, and I don't think he's still yet heard the last of it. No balls, 2 strikes, and Rodlin up to the plate with a brand new stick. Runner at first is Elworth. 2 outs, the Travelers leading 3-1. Top of the fourth, Brandon Wood, the big hit of the game. 2-run homer in the top of the 3rd. That broke a tie. The stretch by Powell, and the 0-2 to Rodlin is fouled off the left side into the Redbird roost atop the third base seat. And it's still 0-2 as Rodlin has seen 4 pitches, and he's fouled all 4 of them. Quickly, another final score around the National League. The Giants over the Braves, 6-4. 3 homers for the Braves. They could not defeat San Francisco. Rodlin taps the shortstop. McCoy in the second bounce picks it and fires to first to end the inning. And the Travelers go scoreless in the top of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th at Hammond Field. It's the Travelers 3 and the Cardinals 1 on Little Rock, ESPN 1380.
You signaled your turn. You merged without cutting anyone off. You stopped because the light was red. Through rain and sleet, through dark of night, 365 1/4 days a year, you drive safely. Now Allstate rewards you for being the hero you are. Introducing the Safe Driving Bonus. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, Allstate will give you an extra bonus. Actual cash off your renewal bill. That's on top of any discounts you've already received. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can start earning your safe driving bonus the day you sign up. Features optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance.
First time today that Davidson has retired the first two batters. Arizona jumping up over Colorado. A 3-run first inning. It's 4-0 D-backs at Coors Field in the second. Former Texas League Player of the Year Chad Tracy with his first home run of the season. 3 games in progress in the American League. Tampa Bay looking to complete a 2-0 shutout at Baltimore. In the top of the ninth, pitch on the way to Franco, driven deep to left field. If that ball is fair, it's gone, but that is foul. Foul ball called by the third base umpire. 3:15 down the left field line, folks. That ball went well over 400 feet, but foul. Not by much, but enough. So the count is 0-1 on Easter Franco. Boy, he got all of that one. Minnesota trailing Toronto. Top of the 8th, 6-3 Blue Jays lead at Rogers Center. Tough to call it anything but the Sky Dome. 0-1 to Franco, low and away on a changeup, and it's 1-1. The Detroit Tigers are putting a hurting on the Texas Rangers. 8-1. Tigers has hit 6 home runs. Pitch on the way to Franco. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 on another changeup. Ordonez, Ings, Monroe, and Thames have hit home runs for the Tigers, and Chris Shelton has hit 2. Shelton already 4 home runs on the young season. Watch out for the Tigers. Here's the 1-2 from Davidson. Franco takes strike 3 on the inside corner. Inning over. First perfect inning for either pitcher today. Third strikeout for Davidson, and we'll go into the top of the 5th. It's the Arkansas Travelers 3 and the Springfield Cardinals 1. This is Little Rock, ESPN 1380.
Choose your reward with Arkansas Federal's new Platinum Rewards MasterCard credit card. Cash back, airline miles, or merchandise points, and you'll never pay an annual fee. For a limited time, we'll give you 1,000 rewards points, and you'll get a low 2.9% annual percentage rate on qualifying purchases. For details, call Arkansas Federal Credit Union at 982-1000 or apply online at afcu.org.
Arkansas Federal, the official credit union of the Arkansas Travelers.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell.
My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space.
I would not.
Well, no, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense.
Zero is for the 0 calories.
Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that?
I wish I could speculate on that, sir.
The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories.
Since 1901, the Arkansas Travelers have been making memories in the natural state. Now you, your friends, and family are invited to create some memories of your own as the Travs charge to the 74th and final season at Ray Winder Field.
Double play ends it. The Travs are the East Division champions.
Come share the excitement. For tickets, call 664-1555 or visit Travs.com. The Arkansas Travelers, still the greatest game on dirt.
Your home for Arkansas Travelers Baseball. Little Rock's ESPN 1380.
Back at Springfield, Phil Elson with you, and thanks for tuning in to Traveler Baseball and Little Rock's ESPN 1380. Travs looking pretty strong here in about the midway point, top of the 5th inning. Travelers 3, Cardinals 1. Recapping the game, Cardinals got ahead in the bottom of the 2nd inning on a sacrifice fly by Jarrett Hoffpauir, but since then Daniel Davidson has knuckled down and retired 7 of the last 8 he's faced. Travelers, meanwhile, tied the game in the 3rd, a single by Dwayne Bacon. He would score on Aaron Peel's single and an ensuing error by the center fielder Reid Gorecki. And the Travs took the lead in the very next pitch when Brandon Wood crushed a 410-foot home run at dead center field. It's 3-1 Travs in the top of the 5th. Dwayne Bacon leading off, squares around and takes a strike on the outside corner. And the count is 0-1. Powell's remaining in the game. He's now thrown 55 pitches. And the big right-hander winds and delivers. Bacon takes low and a ball, 1-1. Single in the 1st, a single in the 3rd for Bacon. He has not yet dropped down the bunt that the Cardinal corner infielders have been expecting all game. Here's Powell with a 1-1, and Dwayne squared around, took a strike on the inside corner, and now the count is 1-2. Laying down that bunt certainly is an art form. You won't see Dwayne try it on a 1-2 pitch, and here it is. Dwayne swings, fights it off the pitch. It'll pop it into the third base seat. Just a couple of rows past the Travelers dugout, and it is 1-2. Cardinals opening the season actually on Tuesday. They opened up brand new Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. The 1-2 to Bacon, fights it off towards third, picked up by Washington at the base. Crow hopping a fire to first base right on the money, and Bacon for the first time is retired. Dwayne now 2-3. Springfield actually defeated their AAA counterpart Memphis on Tuesday. Beat them 5-3. And that was the first ever baseball game at brand new Busch Stadium. So it's not the St. Louis Cardinals that opened up that game. It's the future St. Louis Cardinals. Here's Aaron Peel. First pitch is in there on the inside corner. As we like to say, I think those who pay attention to the Cardinals farm system understand you watch a Cardinal minor league team, you don't watch the Cardinals of the future. You watch the future traded Cardinals. Pitch low and outside to Peel, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. But one thing for certain, doesn't matter who was playing. That looks like a gorgeous ballpark in the Gateway City. Pitch to Peel, swung on and missed on the inside. Nice fastball from Powell, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peel is 1 for 2. Popped up in the 1st. Singled and scored in the 3rd. 3-1 Travs here in the top of the 5th inning. As Powell goes into the windup and throws. Peel almost hit by the pitch. It was right at the belt, way inside, and it's 2-2. 1 strikeout for Powell. No walks. And as a matter of fact, he's not even been to 3 balls on a batter yet. Base is empty for Peel. Right-hander waits, and here's the 2-2 pitch. He swings, he misses. It's strike 3. It's picked up in the dirt by Franco, and he quickly tags Peel for the 2nd out of the inning. So the 2nd strikeout for Powell. And this brings Brandon Wood to the plate. So here comes Wood, who homered at dead center field in the first pitch he saw in the 3rd inning. put the Travs on top by the current 3-1 score. Howe throws. Brandon looks at a strike over the outside corner. I got to tell you, from what we talked about with Ty Boykin during the preseason interview, I think he's dead on about Brandon Wood. Seems like a very courteous and friendly young man. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Wood. And the right-handed batter takes low, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. But all that aside, everybody likes to talk about the home run with Brandon, but it's going to be interesting to see how he plays shortstop this year. The 1-1 pitch. High and tight again, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. You're going to hear a lot all season long about whether or not Brandon Wood will play shortstop in the major leagues, or maybe will he switch positions this year. My money's on no, not this year. 2-1 pitch is low, ball 3, 3-1. There ain't no reason to switch him to third base right now. For all we know, he could actually overtake Eric Ibar as the shortstop of the future for the Angels. Who knows? 3-1 pitch. Swinging a foul past the press box. Actually hits off the press box and bounds back into the stands right behind the plate. Count goes to full 3-2. Wood struck out of the first, deep in the third. And a full count with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. The take, ball 4, low and outside, a slider. There's your first base on balls delivered by Powell. Wood takes his base, and now Powell will deal with Matt Brown. Brownie has doubled and popped up today. Wood takes the lead off of first base. He'll be held on by Dryer. Second. The pitch is low, ball 1. Ty Boykin thinks Matt Brown has major league power potential. Listed at 6 feet tall. I don't know. I get the feeling he's a little taller than that. He seems a little taller. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-0. Listed at 180, but I think that's his original playing weight. He looks like he's more 200, really filled out. 23 years old. Seems to be very strong. 52 career home runs. Here's the 1-1. Brown swings, laces at the center. That falls in for a base hit. Wood stops at second base. It'll be 2 on and 2 out for Greg Porter. So some of the new Travs have delivered today. Dwayne Bacon, a couple of base hits. Matt Brown, 2 base hits. Aaron Peel, a single and a run scored. Brandon Wood, a 2-run homer. And here comes one of the returning Travelers, Greg Porter. Greg today 0 for 2. Porter grounded out in the first, stranding 2. And he was the final batter of the third inning, grounding out to shortstop. No one holding the runners on. First pitch to Porter is ripped foul off the first base dugout. That may have actually hit one of the television cameras in the camera well behind the first base dugout. Tonight's game being televised here in Springfield by a local TV station. They made a new camera. The stretch on the 0-1 to Porter. Swinging a high fly towards the corner in left field. Got a chance, but slicing foul. Home run distance. But about 10 to 15 feet foul. And Greg quickly in the hole at 0-2. Now, we talked to Ty Boykin during preseason interviews a couple of weeks ago. He said he'd really never seen Porter play. Never managed him. When Ty was with the Travelers in 2004, Porter was at Rancho Cucamonga. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Inside, Porter had to jump away from that fastball, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Then last year, as Porter was putting together a pretty fine season for Arkansas hitting-wise, Boykin was at Rancho, so the first time he's ever managed him. 1-2 pitch. Porter takes low, nice high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big thing for Greg last year, I think, was playing more than half a season. He'd never played more than 86 games. A lot of that had to do with football. He was a standout tight end at Texas A&M. And I'm not sure if he still has the contract, but he had a contract with the Houston Texans. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball towards the corner left field against slicing foul. And out of play. Porter's hit a couple of those balls a ton to foul. still 2-2. But Greg last year played 129 games. And take into account, he's never played more than 86. Quite a full season. Set career highs, 63 runs scored, with 11 homers, 56 RBI. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Porter. A swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and Greg strikes out, leaving 2 runners on base. Travelers done to the 5th, no runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We're halfway through this puppy, and the Travelers lead it 3-1 in Springfield. This is Little Rock, ESPN 1380.
My mother said, no daughter of mine is driving a truck. I'm an 18-wheeling, double-clutching lady truck driver. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. BC powder is this trucker's best friend. My day starts at 4 a.m. and ends 12 hours later. Out here on the road, there's a million things that's happening at once. I take BC for stress headache, backache. I just can't pull over when my head's pounding. The reason I take BC is because it's fast and it works. I'm Carolyn from Asheboro, NC, and my pain reliever is BC.
Use director.
AgPro knows your patient. You've had your eye on a certain green and yellow tractor for some time now. But here's a thought. Visit your local John Deere dealer for an innocent test drive. Sit in that yellow seat and feel that rugged quality. Then run the numbers. You may find you've underrated the value of a John Deere and overrated the value of patience. After all, nothing runs like a Deere. Test drive the John Deere of your choice today at AgPro Central Arkansas, 10504 Maumelle Boulevard, North Little Rock.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Monday. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
We return to Hammond Field at Springfield, Missouri, site of tonight's opening day game between the Cardinals and the Arkansas Travelers. At the bottom of the 5th, Daniel Davidson of the Travs still protecting that 3-1 lead. He has set down the last 5 batters. Top of the order to begin the inning, Mike McCoy leads off and takes a pitch low for ball 1. Davidson through 4 innings. It's been a tale of really 2 games so far for Daniel. First 2 innings were rocky, the 3rd and the 4th pitching very well. 1-0 pitch, a strike at the letters on the inside half. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the first 2 innings, Davidson allowed his only run of the game, walked 2 batters, hit another, and allowed 3 hits. Pitch on the way, bunted right back to the mound. Easy play. Davidson will flip to first, and he gets McCoy at half the length of the baseline. Not a good bunt there by McCoy. First time he's been retired. He had singled and walked previously. Counting that at-bat by McCoy, Davidson is now retired 7 of the last 8 hitters. And here comes Reid Gorecki. Actually 8 of the last 9 that he has set down. It all started with Gorecki, who left the bases loaded in the second, popping up. First pitch on the way, and Gorecki takes high and outside, ball 1. Gorecki's been overshadowed as a center field prospect by Sean Boyd. Now up at AAA Memphis for the Cardinals. 1-0 pitch. Gorecki swings, hits him in the air pretty well. Dead center field. Taken back on the warning track. He'll go to the fence and make the catch. No, he dropped the ball. He dropped it at the fence. Here goes Gorecki for third. He's in there easy. No play at third base. Boy, Bacon seemed to have a beat on that ball. Swain was ranging back to the warning track as if he knew where that ball was coming down. And the ball hit his glove, and he tried to brace himself for the fence a little too soon. They'll credit Gorecki with a triple. Bacon did have to put a lot of effort into going after that ball, but there's no doubt he should have caught it. Still in all, Gorecki hit the ball pretty well. The infield is halfway up with Stavinoha batting. Davidson's pitch is swung on, fouled off the catcher for strike 1. So Gorecki now 1 for 3 with his first hit of the game. It's the Cardinals' 5th off of Davidson. And they're threatening. Stavinoha 1 for 2, singled in the first, grounded down to the third. Travs might come home. Here's the 0-1. 0-1. Stavinoha swings, hits it high in the air, right field. Espedo, 2 2. 2 2 count. coming in for that one. He makes the catch. Here comes Gorecki from third base. Espedo's throw to the plate is on the money, but not in time. So the second sacrifice fly for Springfield will get him back on the board, and the Traveler lead is now 3-2. Nice throw by Espedo. He really does have a cannon of an arm. You haven't had too much of a chance to see it over the last 2 years. Espedo uncorked a perfect throw, but Gorecki runs well enough to beat that throw easy. Here's Rico Washington, 2 outs, base is empty. Washington shoots a line into the gap in right center field, gets through the outfielders, rolls all the way to the fence. Washington around first, digging in for second with an easy stand-up double. Tying run in scoring position for Springfield. Number 5 batter Brian Martin is due up next. So Davidson had no trouble in the third of the fourth, and having some trouble here in the fifth inning. After the first out, Gorecki triples off the glove of Dwayne Bacon in center. The sac fly brings him in, and Washington collects his second double of the game. Washington now 2 for 3. Here's Brian Martin, hit by a pitch in the second inning after falling behind with 2 quick strikes, and he bounced down to the third. Right-handed batter. Davidson checking. The pitch is inside. 1 ball, no strike. Second baseman Rodlin holding the runner on. He'll back off as Davidson delivers the 1-0, and it's hit in the air high to right field. Espedo going back in front of the warning track with the bead. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Cardinals gather up 1 run on 2 base hits. There was no errors. There was 1 runner left, and we will take it into the 6th inning here in Springfield. It's the Travelers 3 and the Cardinals 2. This is Little Rock's ESPN 1380.
You know, to become the best barbecue restaurant in Little Rock, it takes dedicated people like us here at the Pig and Tick that are willing to wake up with the pigs to make sure that we bring home the best of the best in them hogs. Now, it's not the job for everyone, but you got to do what you got to do to make sure that every day is the best dang hog day ever. And here at the Pig and Tick, it's always the best. We slow cook our barbecues daily, making sure that it's lit, hugging good. Heck, we're known as the Great American Barbecue House here in Little Rock. We're also known around these parts as having the best dang catfish anywhere. So no matter what you're in the mood for, ribs, catfish, chicken, here at Pig and Tick, you'll always get the best meal in town. So come join us for lunch, dinner, or even let us cater your next event. Here at Pig and Tick, we take catering seriously, and we're going to make sure that your event is a huge success.
Pig in or pig out at Pig and Tick, located at 7824 JFK in Sherwood. Call us for takeout at 834-5456. And it's the same number for catering, 834-5456. Here at Pig and Tick, people start pigging out at 10:30 a.m. daily and don't stop till 9 p.m. Oh, by the way, did I mention the cafe?
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
5 innings complete at Hammond Field. And the Springfield Cardinals and the Arkansas Travelers taken into the top of the 6th. Travs leading at 3-2. Still, that home run by Brandon Wood has stood so far. Bobby Wilson leads off. Jordan Powell's still in the game. And the first pitch to Wilson is on the inside corner for a strike. 6, 7, and 8 batters for the Travs here in the 6th inning. Wilson 1 for 2. Right-handed batter takes one of the dirt for a ball. And 1 ball and 1 strike. Jason Espedo on deck. Mike Elward after him. There is action in the Springfield bullpen with Powell working in the 6th inning. Got a left-hander warming up. Here's Powell with a 1-1. Wilson tops it foul over the net behind the plate and into the seat. Who is that man pitching in the bullpen? It's Sam Walton. There's an interesting name. Left-hander out of Dallas, Texas. Pitch to Wilson. Smack the line drive right to the center fielder. Gorecki comes in 2 steps and makes the catch. I'll tell you what, the Wilson Hit that one right on the money. Stayed up just a little bit. One away in the 6th inning. Howes hasn't had too much trouble retiring the leadoff man. In fact, he set down the last 4 leadoff men. Now Jason Esposito coming up to the plate. Esposito is 0 for 2. Hit into a double play in the 2nd. Fouled out in the 4th. Righty Powell to the lefty Esposito, and here's the first pitch. Esposito will look at a strike, breaking ball, inside corner. 0-1. Jason Esposito did not get to play with the Travelers until the last third of the season last year. 0-1 pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jason's had knee problems over the last few seasons. Limited him to 141 games in 2004 and 2005 combined. Here's the 1-1, and Esposito takes outside for ball 2. But when Esposito was in and healthy last year, he hit pretty well. 268, 8 home runs, including a stretch of 6 games where he had a home run in 5 of them. And now the 2-1 to Esposito. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Nice delivery by Powell. Pulled the string on him. 2-2. Travelers ahead of the Cardinals, 3-2. Tight ball game today in the opener. Top of the 6th inning. And Esposito looking to get on base for the first time. Howes, 3 strikeouts so far, 1 walk. And the 2-2 is swung on and popped up in a shallow left field. McCoy out from shortstop. Arthur in from left. Arthur makes the call and the catch. And there's 2 gone in the 6th inning. This is the the third time that Powell has set down the first 2 batters. So we come to Mike Elworth. Elworth steps in, 1 for 2. A fly out in the 2nd, a single in the 4th. Powell's trying for his first perfect inning of the night. First pitch on the way. Elworth looks, ball 1, low and outside. Eric Rodlin is on deck. Neither pitcher has had an easy game at all. Davidson only 1 perfect inning so far, and Powell's none. 1-0 pitch, line drive, caught at first by Dreyer. Nice play. Diving to his right, he stops that one from getting into the outfield. And there's the first time that the Travelers are set down in order tonight. 1, 2, 3 goes Arkansas. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning at Springfield. It's the Travelers 3 and the Cardinals 2 on Little Rock ESPN 1380.
An accident involving a large truck can cause a lot of damage. If you're injured, you need a law firm that knows what they're doing. And while facts differ and results vary, we've had a verdict as large as $12.5 million in a single tractor-trailer case. Put this experience on your side. Call us at Gary Eubanks & Associates. We'll win your case, or you don't owe us a dime.
1, 2, 3.
We're at the supermarket checking out shopping lists.
Oh, here's mine.
Let's see. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, do I win?
Well, actually, you probably lose.
What?
Lose inches.
Oh.
These studies show that people following a proper reduced-calorie diet that included 3 servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt every day had better weight loss results and trimmed more from their waistline than if they just cut calories alone. So eat 3 cool, creamy servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt a day.
Wow, I consider that a win.
Have you had your 3 today?
Choose your reward with Arkansas Federal's new Platinum Rewards MasterCard credit card. Cash back, airline miles, or merchandise points, and you'll never pay an annual fee. For a limited time, we'll give you 1,000 rewards points, and you'll get a low 2.9% annual percentage rate on qualifying purchases. For details, call Arkansas Federal Credit Union at 982-1000 or apply online at afcu.org. Arkansas Federal, the official credit union of the Arkansas Travelers.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Cody Arthur in to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for Springfield. Daniel Davidson offers up a curve in the first pitch, was missed inside. And now the 1-0 on the way to the fellow lefty, and Davidson gets it even with a strike on the outside corner. Bottom of the 6th inning, and the Travelers leading 3-2. Arthur, a double in the 2nd and a strikeout in the 3rd. Davidson's 1-1 is chopped to the shortstop. Wood on the 2nd bounce, a backhand, a long throw, and there's out number 1. Nice play by Wood. He really could have rushed it if he wanted to. He took his time, made sure to get that good throw over to first base. And Davidson retires Arthur for the 2nd time in a row. Got a little action in the Traveler bullpen. A right-hander warming up.
That's Bill Edwards getting loose, native of Memphis. Here's Jarrett Hoffpauir. Hoffpauir, right-handed batter. First pitch, he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Hoffpauir is the first pitch he's taken today. Sack fly in the second, fly out on the fourth, both on the first pitch. And now the 0-1 is inside, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Hoffpauir. Second baseman for the Cardinals. The game-winning home run in the Florida State League Championship last year. Extra innings, no less. Hoffpauir takes down an inside 2-1. And what made that a little more interesting is that Hoffpauir hadn't hit a home run in the Florida State League in 63 games until the last game of the championship series. Talk about nice timing. 6th round pick out of Southern Miss in 2004. 2-1 pitch from Davidson. Laid foul the other way into a section with nobody sitting. It's about 7 rows of completely empty seats at Hammond Field, which is very rare, especially on an opening night. And you got to give the fans who come out today some credit, because this is not the most perfect night for baseball. Threat of rain all day. Tornado watch. There's a 2-2. Oh, just missed outside. Close one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Davidson, so far 3 strikeouts. He hasn't walked anybody since the second. And now the 3-2 to Hoffpauir is outside, and he loses him. Third walk from Davidson, and it brings up Matt Dreyer. 64 degrees currently in Springfield. Wind 21 miles an hour from the south-southeast. And we do have storms in the area north of Springfield and a little bit west of Springfield, closer to Joplin. So may still be rain on the way. 3-2, Travs leading with a tying run on base for Springfield. 8-hitter Matt Dreyer, the batter. And Davidson misses outside with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Dreyer will walk in the second. He was stranded. He was retired on a fly to right in the 4th. Porter in front of Hoffpauir at first. Davidson at the stretch. And the left-hander's 1-0. Missed the same place. Outside. Ball 2. Missed with a pitch in the very same spot the last 3 offerings. Wilson out to the mound for a quick chat. And now he'll go back to the plate. On deck, Iker Franco. Davidson has struck him out twice. 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Davidson protecting a 1-run lead here on opening day. The stretch by the former Seminole. And here's a 2-0. Dreyer swings, hits it, foul down the third base line. Hit it on the ground, nowhere near Matt Brown. It was off the bag at double play depth. Well, that one was foul without a doubt. 2 balls and a strike from Davidson to Dreyer. Daniel working into the 6th inning here in his first start of the year. The stretch and the toss over to first base. Back in quickly Hoffpauir. Porter had to reach across his body to reel in that throw, which was somewhat wild. 6th inning was a tough one last year for Davidson. His ERA in the 6th inning last year was 11.25. Here's a 2-1. Outside, ball 3. With Davidson in danger of walking his 2nd consecutive hitter. Put him a tying run at second base. Now the 3-1 pitch is high. He's walked 2 in a row. Right about now is usually when you see the pitching coach. We haven't seen Ken Patterson all day. In fact, once the bus pulled into town, I didn't see Ken Patterson all day. Wilson will go back out to the mound to talk with Daniel. At second base, Jarrett Hoffpauir, Matt Dreyer at first, and Iker Franco due up to the plate. Now, Franco has struck out twice, but in a 4th inning at bat, he hit a ball a good 420 feet perhaps, foul by maybe 5 feet. And now here comes Tyrone Boykin out of the Traveler dugout, and he might have her first pitching change of the night. Ty never in a rush to get out to the mound. Makes a long, slow walk. Besides, changed his number this year for the Travs. He was wearing number 23 2 years ago. And now he is wearing number 31, which was worn by Casey Cochran 2 seasons ago. That's going to be it for Davidson. Boykin has made the call. That Bill Edwards warming up for the better half of the last inning. And we'll be taking a short break. This pitching change is brought to you by AT&T for the call to the bullpen. You can save a bundle on services from AT&T. High-speed internet, satellite television, voice services, and wireless. New AT&T, your world, delivers. Back after this, it's Bill Edwards on the mound. We'll take a 60-second break. Travs protecting a 3-2 lead here on Little Rock's ESPN 1380.
Your world is suddenly changing for the better because two great companies have now joined forces to deliver the world that matters most, yours. AT&T, with its passion to invent, and SPC, with its drive to deliver, have come together to create the most complete and secure network with voice services, digital satellite TV, high-speed internet, and singular wireless. Learn more at thenewatt.com. Introducing the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
It's a season to remember as the Arkansas Travelers make 2006 their final season at historic Ray Winter Field. Baseball fans in Central Arkansas have been enjoying minor league baseball for 74 years at Ray Winter Field. And next year, the Travelers will be moving into a brand new stadium, Dickie Stevens Park in North Little Rock. This season is the time to come and make some memories and relive the excitement of Arkansas Travelers baseball. All season long, Little Rock's ESPN 1380 brings you the action with Phil Elson's play-by-play. Join us for Arkansas Travelers baseball here on Little Rock's ESPN 1380.
Got our first pitching change of the season and our first look at Bill Edwards, who replaces Daniel Davidson with 1 out and 2 runners on in the 6th inning. Davidson, as of now, the pitcher of record. He still could be the losing pitcher if both these runners score, but Edwards trying to not let that happen. Bill Edwards, 6'3", 185 pounds, tall and lanky, out of Memphis, 29th round pick in a 2004 draft. And most of his career as a starter, at least last season, he made 26 starts between Cedar Rapids and Rancho Cucamonga, compiled a record of 6-8. Edwards back as a reliever now, where he was in 2004. And he will be facing Iker Franco. At second base, Jarrett Hoffpauir, Matt Dreyer at first. Travs looking to turn a double play. Franco, 2 strikeouts and 2 at-bats. Here's Edwards with the first pitch. Swing and a miss, a changeup. Strike 1. For Davidson, 5 1/3 innings. 2 runs as of now, responsible for 2 more runners. 6 hits. Davidson walked 4, hit 1 batter, and struck out 3. All in all, a decent start by Davidson. Seemed to run out of gas a little bit in the 6th. Here's a stretch, and Edwards delivers. The 0-1 is chopped foul outside the third base coach's box. Chris Maloney made no attempt to get at that one. And Edwards quickly ahead of Franco, 0-2. Travelers trailed 1-0 into the 3rd inning. Brandon Wood broke a 1-1 tie with a 2-run homer. After an error by the center fielder, Reid Gorecki allowed the tying run to score. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball towards third, off Matt Brown's glove. It's into left field, charging his field. Here comes Hoffpauir around third base to score the tying run. And it's a 3-3 game. Boy, a hot shot there by Franco. Brown had a chance to pick that one, but it was right off his glove. That could go either way. I think you probably lean towards base hit. Matt Brown was not necessarily right behind that baseball. He had to reach out and try to grab that one. If he picked it, he may have had a double play, but he couldn't pick it, and instead it's a game-tying single. Dreyer stopped at second base. Franco at first. It's a 3-3 score, and Davidson will get no victory today. Here's Mike McCoy at the plate. He'll take ball 1 low and outside. So Edwards got ahead of Franco 0-2. Couldn't put him away. McCoy, right-handed batter, 1 for 2. Single and a walk. The 1-0 pitch is low and outside from Edwards, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Brown looks a little upset at third base, hands on his hips. Here's the stretch and the 2-0. McCoy hits it towards short. Wood picks it up. He'll step on second for the first down and end the inning with a relay to first. Double play ends it, but Springfield ties the game. 1 run for the Cardinals on 1 base hit. No Traveler errors, 1 runner left. We'll go into the 7th inning, a 3-3 score here on Little Rock, ESPN 1380.
It takes teamwork to be able to reach new goals in today's complex business environment. Each one of us should strive to be a step ahead and know how to compete in a rapidly changing world. The ITT Tech School of Business is about helping people prepare for the challenges of a competitive world. ITT Technical Institute School of Business, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
What if there were no bad drivers? What if everyone always followed the speed limit? What if 10-car pileups didn't exist? In a world like that, we'd all be better off. It's why Allstate is introducing 2 incentives to drive safe. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, you'll get cash off your renewal bill with a safe driving bonus. And for every year of safe driving, you'll get $100 off your deductible with deductible rewards. Another year, another $100 off, up to $500. But it's not just about saving money. Safe driving also saves lives. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stands. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can get $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Deductible awards apply to collision coverage. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Norfolk, Illinois.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Well, it'll come down to a 3-inning game now, or perhaps more, who knows. A 3-3 ball game as the Travelers were unable to hold on to a 2-run lead. Cardinals answered after the Travelers rallied in the 3rd inning. The 3 runs. Springfield 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. They scored their 3 runs on 2 sacrifice flies and a single that went off the glove of the Traveler infielder. And Springfield has now made their first pitching change of the night. Chris Russ has entered the ball game. He replaces Jordan Powell. Powell goes the first 6 innings and gets a no decision. 8 hits off Powell, 3 runs. Of those 3 runs, they will all be earned. He walked only 1. And Powell struck out 3. Allowed the home run by Brandon Wood. Powell takes it for the first 6 and Russ from here. I'm Phil Elson with you tonight. Thanks for tuning in to the first edition of 2006 Arkansas Traveler Baseball. Remember, it's the 100th season of Travelers Baseball, the 74th and final at Ray Winder Field, and in our 6th as in Angels affiliate. Eric Rodlin leads off against Russ. Chris Russ, 5'11", 185. Rodlin takes the first pitch strike over the outside corner. Eric is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to each middle infielder 1 time. Rodlin, the left-handed batter, looking for his first double-A base hit. Russ from the stretch, and here's the 0-1. Rodlin swings a little late, fouled it over the third base stand into the picnic berm. 0-2. Russ started his career with the Yankees organization, was released following the 2002 year, spent time in the Independent Central League in 2003. 0-2 pitch. Rodlin swings and misses over top of curveball, strike 3. So Russ, in his first batter faced ever at Double-A, gets a strikeout. He spent the last 2 seasons the Cardinals' high single-A affiliate in Palm Beach. Was injured mostly for the 2004 season. Last year, a 5.35 ERA, and 2 wins and 3 losses. 1 away in the 7th inning. Travelers haven't had a leadoff man reach since the 2nd. Here's Dwayne Bacon. Corner's coming up. Bacon shows bunt. Bunts it foul over the net into the stands. 0-1. Check some scores from the Texas League this inning and see what's going on opening day. You know, it's opening day everywhere, not just the Texas League, but all of the minor leagues open today. And those corners playing in, shortstop deep. And the 0-1 to Bacon, high and outside. The switch pinch hitter has run it to 1-1. Bacon a single in the first and the third inning for the Travelers' first run in the third. Rounded out in the fifth. Russ carefully toes the slab. Outfielders are shallow, shading towards the left field line. The 1-1 pitch. Bacon swings, tips it, squeezed by the catcher, Franco, strike two. Final score from Corpus Christi, San Antonio, the winner, 4-3. Second year in a row that San Antonio has spoiled the opening game for the Hook. Ross delivers the 1-2 to Bacon. Off speed, down and inside, off the shoe. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Frisco has overtaken Midland with a 2-run fourth. It's the Rough Riders 3 and the Rockhounds 2. Top of the 5th inning. Jake Laylock. Travis Metcalf has gone deep. 2-2 pitch. Bacon reaches out for a pitch and fouls it off the plate. Still 2-2. Wichita still with a lead at Tulsa. 3-1. Top of the 6th inning at Driller Stadium. Here in Springfield, Travs and the Cardinals are tied at 3 apiece. Nobody on base for Dwayne Bacon, top 7. 1 out. And here's the 2-2 pitch to the Travelers center fielder. A swing and a fly ball towards the gap in right center field. It is out there for a base hit. It's all the way to the fence. Bacon can fly. He's on his way around second. He will coast into third with a stand-up triple. So Dwayne Bacon with quite a first game with the Arkansas Travelers, even though he had a little bit of a hiccup in center field that cost Arkansas a run. 3 base hits tonight. The Travs have the go-ahead run at third with only 1 out. Infield will come up. Here's Aaron Peel. Here's a question for you. Does Ty Boykin try the suicide squeeze in the first game of the season? He said he doesn't like the suicide squeeze, but he's been told that the Angels want him to try it this year a few times. First pitch, Peel swings and fouls it back off the catcher. Strike 1. Hey, last year with Tom Gamboa, you never knew what was going to happen. He could have tried to drop a suicide squeeze with no runner at third base, for all you know. Boykin, it's not really his style, but he said previously he's really trying to learn what the Angels' way is, and suicide squeeze is part of the Angels' way. Maybe Peel's still swinging. 0-1 count, and the pitch is low and outside. Peel is not squared around anything close yet. You imagine he's swinging away the rest of the at-bat. 1-1. Of course, part of the suicide squeeze is catching them by surprise. Peel, 1 for 3. Single and a run score in the third inning. We'll take a fly ball. Here's the 1-1. Peel hit by the pitch, got him on his right hand, and Peel will be awarded first base. So Russ trying to take over that inside portion of the plate, and what he did was he took over Aaron Peel's right hand. Blaze Ilsley, the Springfield pitching coach, heads out to the mound. He'll have a quick chat. As he does that, we will pause 10 seconds for station identification. It's Traveler Baseball. You're on Little Rock ESPN 1380. Phil Elson with you at Springfield, Hammond Field. We are in the top of the 7th inning in a pretty good opening day game. The Travelers 3 and the Cardinals 3. Travs trying to break through here. Brandon Wood did the breaking through in the third inning when he hit a towering 2-run homer to dead center. Broke a 1-1 time, gave the Travelers a 3-1 lead. Wood then took a base on balls in the 5th inning and comes to the plate with runners at the corners and 1 out in the 7th. Wood, 1 for 2. He's also struck out. Runners are Bacon at third, Peel at first. The righty Russ from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. Wood swings. He pops it up out of play behind the plate. Boy, Brandon has a mighty quick bat. He whips that thing right through. He stands tall in the box, and he takes a big swing. He's got a little bit of a hitch in there. But so does Gary Sheffield. Not to compare Wood to someone like Sheffield, but Doesn't matter if you have a hitch. If you get that back through the zone quickly, and Wood does that. There's a toss over to first base by Russ. Diving back in safely is Peel. Perhaps Ty Boykin tries to stay out of the double play, maybe a hit and run. You certainly want Wood to have a chance to swing away. Stretch, another throw to first base. Peel dives back in. He's safe. Peel's never been a stolen base guy, only 16 steals in 4 previous seasons. 0-1 on Wood, 1 out, top of the 7th. Krabs looking to break a 3-3 tie. Now Russ ready. And the pitch comes to Wood. Check swing. It was low. They'll appeal to first. No swing. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Travelers shortstop. Wood has looked pretty good in the field today, taking part in 2 double plays. And he was nice and patient in the 5th inning working that walk. There's another throw to first by Russ, sending Peel back in. Keith Johnson coaching at first base, making sure Peel knows when to dive back in there. Taking a short lead at third. And now the 1-1 to Brandon is upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Bullpens are quiet. This ballpark is quiet right now. Wood pawing at the batter's box with his left foot. Here's a 2-1 pitch, and he takes a strike at the knees. It's 2-2. Just judging by his body language, it seems Brandon unhappy with that call. You get the sense he's not the kind of kid that would really argue with an umpire. It's a 2-2 count. Wood brings the bat back. Russ steps to third and looks over to first base. No throw. Didn't fool anybody. Hands together by the right-hander Russ. Here's a kick in the 2-2 to Wood. A swing and a line shot. Fair down the third base line. Travis are back in front. Dwayne Bacon comes home to score. Aaron Teal on his way to third. He'll stop there. And Wood coasts into second base with his second tie-breaking extra base hit of the night. So Brandon Wood with 3 runs batted in today. And the pressure remains on Chris Russ. There's men at second and third base and only 1 away. Big opening night for Brandon Wood. 3 RBIs, 6 total bases. Infield will come up. 4-3, the Travelers leading, and Matt Brown looking to perhaps put him up by 3. Runners at second and third, 1 away. Brown, double, single, and a pop-up tonight. He's 2 for 3. Russ from the stretch. Here's a pitch. Brown takes the ball up high, 1-0. The left-hander Walton is warming up once again in the home bullpen, with Russ struggling in his Double-A debut. Brown doubled in the first, singled in the 5th. No RBIs yet. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Matt. A swing and a foul tip back into the screen, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brown taking the signs from the manager, Boykin at third. Boykin then whispers into Peel's ear. Aaron takes the lead off third and foul ground. Third baseman Washington is a step behind the base. Wood free to roam at second. Middle infielder's up. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Brown. Swinging a ground ball to shortstop. Bobbled by McCoy. Coming home to score is Peel. McCoy has to throw to first base. His only option. That'll retire Brown. And the Travelers are up by 2 runs now. I tell you, if McCoy fielded that ball cleanly, he had a shot at Peel at the plate. No error charge, of course. Matt Brown retired 6-3, but he does get credit for a run batted in. Travelers 5, Cardinals 3. Wood moves to third base on the play. And now with 2 outs, Greg Porter is scheduled to bat. It looks like the Cardinals are going to give Walton a couple of more warm-ups in the bullpen before making a choice here. And now here comes Chris Maloney out of the dugout, and I believe Springfield's making a pitching change, and yes, they are. So Chris Russ has a rocky 7th inning, goes just 2/3, gives up 2 runs, and responsible for 1 more. It'll be Sam Walton coming up out of the dugout, and we will take a 60-second pitching change break for the call of the bullpen, brought to you by AT&T. You can turn a double play with AT&T Yahoo high-speed internet. You can make calls and access the internet at the same time using just one line. The new AT&T, your world delivered. Travelers leading 5-3. Looking for more. We'll return for the rest of the 7th inning after 60 seconds on Little Rock ESPN 1380.
Your world is suddenly changing for the better because 2 great companies have now joined forces to deliver the world that matters most. Yours. AT&T, with its passion to invent, and FCC, with its drive to deliver, have come together to create the most complete and secure network with voice services, digital satellite TV, high-speed internet, and singular wireless. Learn more at thenewATT.com. Introducing the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
It's a season to remember as the Arkansas Travelers make 2006 their final season at historic Wayne Winter Field. Baseball fans in Central Arkansas have been enjoying minor league baseball for 74 years at Wayne Winter Field. And next year, the Travelers will be moving into a brand new stadium, Dickie Stevens Park in North Little Rock. This season is the time to come and make some memories and relive the excitement of Arkansas Travelers baseball. All season long, Little Rock ESPN 1380 brings you the action with Phil Elson's play-by-play. Join us for Arkansas Travelers baseball here on Little Rock ESPN 1380.
Here's Sam Walton entering the game for the Springfield Cardinals. Walton enters in a difficult spot as the Arkansas Travelers have put up 2 runs in the top of the 7th inning. He inherits 1 runner at third base. That's Brandon Wood. Chris Russ goes 2/3 of an inning, allowing 2 base hits so far, 2 runs. Could be 3 runs if Wood scores from third base. No walks, but 1 pretty big hit batter and 1 strikeout for Russ. As of now, he's the pitcher of record for the Cardinals. Sam Walton enters the game. And Walton, 6'5", 220 pounds, tall left-hander from Dallas. Facing another tall lefty from Texas, Greg Porter. First pitch is low for ball 1, and here comes the rain. Well, we've been waiting for about the last 4 hours, and finally the rain shows up once again. The 1-1 to Porter. It is inside. It is 2 balls, no strikes. It is pretty important to get this inning finished. You get this inning finished, and the Travs would have themselves a win. Not a heavy rain, it's just drizzling. 2-0 pitch. Porter swings, pops it off, left side of the plate, foul territory. Franco tosses off the mat, but that is 7 rows into the seats. Foul ball, and it's 2-1. It's a very soft drizzle, but it looks like it has a chance to get heavy pretty soon. Let's get this inning over with. 5-3, Travelers leading. Porter is 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Every one of his at-bats has been the final at-bat of an inning. As of here, there's 2 outs. And here's the pitch. A fastball on the outside corner called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Porter. Some of these fans are smart. They brought umbrellas with them. The others who didn't have hustled underneath the roof by the concourse. Had a 2-2 pitch to Porter. Swing and a miss. He struck out. High fastball got him swinging, and the Travelers have finished in the 7th with 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 runner left. It's the Travelers leading 5-3 as they'll stretch them at Hammond Field. This is Little Rock ESPN 1380.
Claude Markham on working in the United States Navy.
I'm an aviation ordnance second class. It's an indescribable feeling being up on the flight deck and just being next to them, pulling the pin from the weapon launcher before they take off. It's a big rush inside, and not many people my age can do the job that I do out in the outside at such a young age.
Most jobs reveal what you do. Ours reveal who you are. To learn more, check out Navy.com or call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Navy. Accelerate your life.
Your GMC Sierra pickup's looking a little muddy there, neighbor.
That's the patina.
Looks like mud.
No, it's a patina, a natural coating that protects the finish from harmful elements.
Like mud?
Look, if I'm going to tow 8,400 pounds of pipe out to a job site, my Sierra 1500 is going to get a little dirty.
But you're just going to the hardware store.
And you expect me to do that in a shiny truck? I'd be ridiculed. Inside the paint can be so cruel.
No matter how you use your GMC truck, we engineer them all to the highest standard, professional grade. Trailer ratings are calculated assuming a properly equipped base vehicle bus ride.
Hi, this is Ken Kincaid. It's Sean Arnell of Conference Call. Join us Monday through Friday right here on ESPN 1380 in Little Rock. All SEC, all the time. Join King Kincaid and me for all the SEC action. If it's SEC, it's on Conference Call. It's Conference Call Monday through Friday from 5 to 8 right here on Little Rock's ESPN 1380.
KDXE North Little Rock.
Well, the Arkansas Travelers take a 2-run lead, 2 runs in the top of the 7th inning. Brandon Woods, a big base hit, an RBI double, knocking home Dwayne Bacon for the go-ahead run. Matt Brown tacked on an RBI with a ground out to shortstop. And so the Travelers with their second 2-run lead of this baseball game. Bill Elson with you here on Little Rock ESPN 1380 at rainy Hammond Field. Still a light, steady drizzle coming down from the skies. It is a regulation game as of now. The Travelers up 5-3. Bill Edwards back into the game for the Travs. He, as of now, the pitcher of record. After Daniel Davidson went the first 5 1/3, Edwards allowed one inherited runner to score, but also ended the 6th inning inducing a double play. Right-hander Edwards facing the 2, 3, and 4 batters. Reid Gorecki stepped in first, tripled and scored in the 5th inning. Goes bunt. Bunted foul back into the screen for strike 1. Check and see if any other games are final across the majors. Cincinnati holds on to beat the Pirates 6-5. Bucks are 0-4 to start the year. Adam Dunn hit his second home run of the year. Here's the 0-1 to Gorecki. Strike 2 calls, low outside corner, and Edwards ahead. Brown in at third base before that pitch. He'll back up now. Outfielders straight away. Bacon shallow in center field. Here's Edwards, the right-hander. 0-2 pitch to Gorecki is swung on and missed, and he struck him out on a changeup. 1 away in the 7th inning as the 4th Springfield batter strikes out. Toronto has defeated Minnesota 6-3. E.J. Ryan saved his second after coming over from Baltimore. Gustavo Chacin the win. Silva the loss for the Twinkies. Tampa Bay shut out Baltimore 2-0 on 3 hits. Hendricks in the win. Chris Benson the loss. The batter is Nick Stavinoha. And the first pitch was thrown behind him for ball 1. And we'll get a couple of cat calls from the crowd. Edwards throws that slab. Ball might have been a little wet here. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Stavinoha. And that's outside. It's 2-0. Stavinoha 1 for 2. Last time at the plate, 5th inning, hit a sac fly. He has singled and grounded out as well. Edwards into the glove. And now the 2-0 pitch on the way. Stavinoha takes a strike at the knees. 2-1. Traveler warming up in the bullpen, Rich Thompson. Here's the 2-1. Stavinoha takes outside. The rain is stopped. 3 balls, 1 strike to Stavinoha with Rico Washington on deck, and Washington's had a pair of doubles. Here's Edwards, the kick, and the 3-1 is swung on and hit high in the air to deep right field to the corner. Has a chance. It is falling foul. And it didn't get over the fence. It's out in foul territory by a couple of feet. Ball wasn't carrying out to right field very well. And the count moves full 3-2. 10 base hits tonight for the Travelers, 7 for Springfield. Cardinals committed the game's only error, but it did not lead to an unearned run. And the Travs lead where it counts most in the run column, 5-3. Stavinoha steps back in. muscular right-hander, even stance. Here's the pitch from Edwards. Outside, way outside for ball 4. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Rico Washington comes up. So here comes Washington. Here's 2 for 3, left-handed batter, and the Travelers looking for a double play ball. First pitch, right down the pipe. A dangerous pitch, but Washington laid off. And the count is 0-1. Washington hit back to the mound of the first, but then doubled in the third and the fifth inning. At first base, Stavinoha, very close to the bag, only about a 3-step lead. Porter still holding him on. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Washington takes strike 2 on the inside corner. Very aggressive fastball there from Bill Edwards, right on that inside corner at the fifth. Not much Washington could have done. Edwards is ready. Here's his 0-2. It is popped up, third base side, out of play. Edwards, 25 years old. A little old to be starting at Double-A. Travelers average in the pitching staff about 25 years old overall. Here's an 0-2. Washington almost hit by the pitch. He had a jackknife out of the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The youngest Traveler pitcher is warming up in the bullpen. That's Rich Thompson. The oldest is Marcus Gwynn. We might see him in the 8th or 9th inning. Edwards still ahead, 1-2. He'll kick, he'll deliver, and Washington fouls it on the ground to the first base dugout. Tell you what, Edwards looks like he's got a pretty good fastball. He's got a new radar gun reading in one of the billboards in the right field corner, but it's not working properly. One of the fastballs that said he was throwing 40 miles an hour. Here's the pitch. Change up outside, 2-2. Now reads that the last pitch was thrown at 42 miles an hour. I don't know. Maybe they're dividing his fastballs by 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Edwards to the belt, to the plate, swinging a ground ball, base hit into right field. There goes Stavinoha to second base. Espedo comes on, picks it cleanly. It'll be 2 on and 1 away for Brian Martin. So Washington has been a veteran Double-A player with his third base hit of the night. Right between Porter and Rodland, and not much either of them could have done about it. So the designated hitter, Brian Martin, now comes up. Martin today hit by a pitch in the second and scored. Ground out and a fly-out since. Babs looking to turn the third double play. Here's a pitch. Martin looks. Strike 1. High outside corner. And once again, Edwards gets ahead. It's the third time he's gotten ahead of the batter here in the 7th inning. Edwards leaning in. Steps off the rubber. Keeps the ball in his hand. Steps back on now. Martin very quiet in the batter's box. Here's the stretch. And the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball off the mound to the second baseman, Rodland, right at second base. That's an easy double play. 1-4-3 with an assist to the foot of Bill Edwards. The Travs turn their third double play of the ball game and take this 5-3 lead into the top of the 8th on Little Rock ESPN 1380.
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Apollo 13. Great films known for their award-winning special effects. To create the magic, Hollywood hires companies like Industrial Light and Magic. Industrial Light and Magic hires imaginative people like Aaron Fowl. Before he was a master of special effects, he was a media communications student at Webster University in St. Louis, where his talent took off. Today, he inspires the imagination at DreamWorks SKG. I'm Bob Costas, member of the board of Webster University. All Webster campuses around the world share the same belief. Education is more than just a degree. It's real knowledge, for real-world success.
Hitting on the way, and you can catch the Travs online at www.travs.com. The Arkansas Travelers have one of minor league baseball's most user-friendly websites with easy access to Travs game stories, up-to-date stats, and Texas League standings. You'll be informed about the Travs online at travs.com. Purchase tickets, Travs souvenirs, listen to the game. Hey, if you could buy hot dogs and popcorn on the website, it'd be like coming to the old ballpark. See us online, www.travs.com.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travelers trying to add now to a lead. It's 5-3, Arkansas in front. We come to the top of the 8th inning with Bobby Wilson leading off for the Travs. Traveler catcher waves and misses at the first pitch from Sam Walton. And it is strike one. Wilson, Aspito, and Elward to bat against Walton here in the 8th. 0-1 pitch, and Wilson takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cardinals have had some chances today. They have stranded 8 runners through the first 7 innings. Wilson fouls one off behind the plate, and it goes to 1-2. Travelers, conversely, have stranded 6. The big unfinished inning for Springfield was in the 2nd inning. Had the bases loaded and left them loaded. Wilson looks at a high fastball. It goes to 2-2. Walton's 2-2 to Bobby. Up high. A 3-2 count. Wilson 1 for 3. 2nd inning single. Since then a ground out and a line out. Walton faced 1 batter in the 7th, striking out Greg Porter, and now he walks the first batter of the 8th. A 3-2 pitch missing way outside, and Wilson draws the Travs' 2nd walk of the evening. Here comes Jason Aspito. Aspito at the plate, not much doing today, 0 for 3. Left-handed batter, shows bunt. Got it down, but foul behind the plate, strike 1. Rich Thompson continuing to warm up in the Traveler bullpen. You can expect to see the native of Australia pitch the 8th inning. There's some question as to who will close games for the Travelers this year. Probably be a duo of Marcus Gwynn and Bobby Zimmerman. Aspito again showing bunt. Here comes a curve, and that one is over the plate. And it is strike 2. So Jason Aspito, he's got 20 sacrifice bunts in his career. Unable to get that bunt down. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 call. And Aspito makes his way back into the dugout on the first out of the top of the 8th inning. And now Mike Elward stands in. Aspito 0 for 4. Elward, the 8-hitter. Fly out, single, line out. He's 1 for 3. Elward, a right-handed batter against the lefty Walton. Pitch 1 is strike 1 on the inside corner. Walton looking pretty strong. Daniel D. Walton missed the 2002 and the 03 seasons with injury. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Franco. Elward with a 1-1 count. Originally, Walton was with the Mariners. Went over to the Devil Rays 2004 and 05. Still hasn't pitched in a full season. throughout his entire career. He's always been injured. Here's a 1-1. Elwood looks, it's low, ball 2, 2-1. Travelers 5, Cardinals 3, top of the 8th inning. Remember last year the Travelers swept Springfield in the opening 4-game series, and that was the first 4 games in Springfield Cardinal history. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Runner on the move. Elwood smacks it in the air to right field. Stavinoha back for that one, and he makes the catch. Back to first goes Wilson on the hit-and-run play, which doesn't work. 2 gone. Not only did the Travelers open up last season with the Cardinals, they also closed the regular season here in Springfield with a 5-game set. It lost the first 3 games of that series before waking up and winning the last 2 to essentially clinch the division. And then that exciting playoff run. Here's a pitch to Rodland, a curve low and outside, ball 1. Rodland 0 for 3. 2 ground outs, 1 strikeout. Cardinals finished with a respectable 70-70 record last year. It's actually 1 game worse than the Travelers. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball right to shortstop. Bobbled by McCoy. Tries to get the force at second, and it's just in the nick of time with Hoffpauir covering. Well, McCoy's had some struggles at shortstop with ground balls. And that time he's able to bring it in after bobbling it. 6-4 goes the out at second base. The Travelers nothing going in the 8th. No runs, no hits, 1 left. Bottom 8 coming up. Travelers 5, Cardinals 3 on Little Rock, ESPN 1380.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not. Well, no, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste. 0 calories.
Ameripride Services is the linen and apparel company to get your team into a professional uniform program. Ameripride features a wide range of high-quality custom programs for the manufacturing industry, hospitality and food service, medical or dental uniforms, and professional and executive wear. Call 664-5575 to schedule a presentation with an Ameripride consultant. Also specializing in the finest quality table linen, rental mats, and restroom services. Call 664-5575 for Ameripride, the official garment supplier of the Arkansas Travelers.
Here's the line to pitch on the way, and you can catch the Travs online at www.travs.com. The Arkansas Travelers have one of minor league baseball's most user-friendly websites with easy access to Travs game stories, up-to-date stats, and Texas League standings. You'll be informed about the Travs online at travs.com. Purchase tickets, Travs souvenirs, listen to the game. Hey, if you could buy hot dogs and popcorn on the website, it'd be like coming to the old ballpark. See us online, www.travs.com.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Bottom of the 8th inning, and the Travelers go to the bullpen once again. It's the second reliever to come on for Tyrone Boynton tonight. Rich Thompson makes his Traveler debut. Thompson, 6'1", 180 pounds, 21 years old, out of Sydney, Australia. Thompson has the distinction of being the only Traveler who hails from outside the United States this year. The first time since the Travelers have been with the Angels, and this will be my 12th season working in baseball, it's the first time that I've ever seen an opening day roster without one single player from either the Caribbean, from Mexico, or from South America. You look over to the Cardinals roster, they have only 2 players from those regions. Rainer Laya, a backup infielder, is from Venezuela, and Wadden Richardson is also a backup infielder from the Dominican Republic. But you even remember back in 2001, the Travelers opened the season with players from the Netherlands, from Curacao, from Aruba, from Mexico, and Canada. And here's Thompson holding on to a 2-run lead. He'll face Cody Harther, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Nice-looking fastball, and it's 0-1. So it's the 6, 7, 8 hitters for Thompson to face. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, actually tipped into the catcher's mitt and held on by Wilson. 0-2. Cody Harther, left-handed batter, has doubled, struck out, and grounded out. Thompson ready, and the 0-2 on the way. And Arthur takes a very high fastball, 1-2. Thompson, a career earned run average at 4.01, and a career record of 14 wins and 14 losses. Pitch to Arthur. Little fister right to the shortstop in the air. Wood will catch it, and that's out number 1. Nice pitch from Rich Thompson right on the fifth. Thompson has spent the better part of the last 3 seasons at Rancho Cucamonga, California. First 2 years with Rancho, a full-time reliever. Last season, he split the year between the bullpen and the rotation. So Thompson can be a long reliever. He can be a starter if you need it. And it looks like tonight he's going to be going a short, maybe 1 inning. Jarrett Hoffpauir now the batter, and he pops the first pitch out of play for a strike. Thompson went 6-8 in 2005 with the Quakes, with a career worst ERA at 5.27. He also gave up 20 home runs. I tell you what, though, the California League last year was about as offensive as the league could get. 0-1 pitch, ground ball to second. It's routine for Rodland, right up into the breadbasket. He takes care of that one easy. Flips to first, 2 gone. So Thompson has come on and gotten 2 very quick outs. And now it'll be Matt Dreyer coming to the plate. So Bill Edwards, the pitcher of record for the Travelers, in his Double-A debut, did a very nice job. 1 2/3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout, and Edwards induced 2 double plays. So here's Dreyer, been on base twice, each time a walk. He's 0 for 1. Big swing and a miss with the first pitch, a fastball, and it's 0-1. Travelers on top, 5-3, bottom of the 8th inning at Hammond Field. Brandon Wood with 3 runs batted in. 0-1 pitch, fastball, strike 2 called, right down Broadway, 0-2. Wood hit a 2-run homer in the 3rd, knocked an RBI double in the 7th. Here's the 0-2, Dreyer, check swing, it's in the dirt. Wilson wants an appeal. No, he did not swing. Ball 1. The rain that had come about 20 minutes ago is completely subsided, not even any mist in the air. Still in the low 60s temperature-wise. 1-2 pitch, popped out of play over the luxury suites at first base. Interesting here at Hammond Field, the luxury suites stretch all the way down the right field line, and there are no luxury suites down the third base line. Here's the 1-2. Dreyer swings and fouls it at the plate again. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Not a single luxury suite down the left field line. The suite stops just to the left of home plate here at Hammond Field. So the luxury suites would have been down the left field line. That's where they have cheaper tickets, the Redbird Roost. Really good seats for a game. 1-2 to Dreyer. In the dirt, he checked the swing and held back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, and Rich Thompson trying to complete what would be only the 2nd perfect inning by a Traveler pitcher today. Here's a 2-2. Dreyer takes it high. That'll run the count full. Starter Daniel Davidson had a perfect 4th inning. Davidson not the pitcher of record. Big lightning strikeout past center field. Now the 3-2 pitch on the way. Dreyer looks. Ball 4. That was close. It was low. So Dreyer gets on base for the 3rd time with a walk. Travelers pitchers have combined to walk 6 tonight and hit 1 other batter. And they've allowed 8 base hits. But what's been the best friend for the Travs today, at least defensively, is the double play. Remember, the Travelers last year led the minor leagues in double plays for most of the season. Double plays turned. Here's a pitch to Iker Franco. He pops it up behind the plate. Wilson has no chance. That's out of the ballpark. Strike 1. Franco, the 9-hitter, has caught a decent game. At the plate, he has struck out twice and hit a game-tying infield single off Matt Brown's glove at third base. That was back in the 6th inning. Thompson, into the count 0-1. Runner first base and Dreyer, and Franco represents the tying run. The pitch in the dirt. Nice drop by Wilson. That pitcher is about 3 feet in front of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Very close to the line of third base. He does not want to allow any extra to Franco. Fastball, right to ball at the upper part of the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thompson sets at the belt. Pitch delivers. Franco looks. It's low. A changeup missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dreyer not going anywhere off of first. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And Franco takes a big swing and fouls it away over the press box. So Franco's making Rich battle here. Rich got 2 outs to start this inning on only 5 pitches and walks Dreyer. And has to battle with Franco. Thompson ready, and the 2-2 to Franco is swung on and tipped foul off of Bobby Wilson. I think that got a piece of the umpire, too. Caracas seems to be okay behind the plate. A 2-2 count remaining to Franco. Fouled off the last 2 pitches. Thompson trying to finish the 8th. Here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball. Base hit between third and shortstop. Wheel right there to pick it up. Holding Dreyer to second base. And there's Franco on base with his second base hit. As the Cardinals attempt to rally with 2 outs. They go back to the top of the order with Mike McCoy. So this one is not coming easy tonight, folks. It never does. So here's McCoy. The shortstop for the Cardinals has had some struggles in the field today. And at the plate, he has singled, walked, bunted back to the mound, and hit into an inning-ending double play. So McCoy, a right-handed batter. And step in against Thompson. Critical spot. Tying run is at first base. McCoy has never been a big RBI man. He's had only 136 runs batted in his 4 professional seasons. Infield will set up deep at short. Average depth all the way around, except at shortstop. Outfield straight away. Here's the stretch by Thompson. He'll deliver to McCoy. Hit on the ground to third. Nice diving stop by Brown. Gets up, dives to third base, and he gets the out at third. What a play by Matt Brown. He saves a run and makes a spectacular diving stop of the ball behind third base. Got up, and he had to jump head first into the bag at third to beat Dreyer for the 4th out and end the 8th inning. That was spectacular. So Springfield, no runs in the 8th inning, 1 hit, 2 stranded. We will go to the 9th. It's the Travelers 5 and the Cardinals 3. Good game tonight on Little Rock, ESPN 1380.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less selling Miller Lite. Miller can call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
AgPro knows your patient. You've had your eye on a certain green and yellow tractor for some time now. But here's a thought. Visit your local John Deere dealer for an innocent test drive. Sit in that yellow seat and feel that rugged quality. Then run the numbers. You may find you've underrated the value of a John Deere and overrated the value of patience. After all, nothing runs like a Deere. Test drive the John Deere of your choice today at AgPro Central Arkansas, 10504 Maumelle Boulevard, North Little Rock.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Back here in Springfield as the Arkansas Travelers carry a 5-3 lead into the top of the ninth inning. There'll be a new pitcher on to face the Travs in the ninth. It's Cory Doyne. And the Cardinals have also made a change behind the plate where Dan Moylan will take over in place of Iker Franco. Fabulous play by Matt Brown to end the bottom of the eighth inning. Cardinals looked like they were trying to rally. It was a pretty hard-hit ground ball behind third base by Mike McCoy that Brown dove, stopped, got back up, and then dove into third base to beat the charging runner from second. That was just beautiful. Top of the order for the Travelers tonight. Dwayne Bacon leads off looking for his fourth hit. He'll take a ball down and outside from Cory Doyne. The Travs saw quite a bit last year. Doyne was almost unhittable in the Texas League last year. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes. And Bacon squaring around to show bunt. Doyne allowed only a 195 earned run average last year with the Springfield Cardinals in 48 games. 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3 to Dwayne Bacon. Bacon 3 for 4. He scored 2 runs. Got that go-ahead run in the 7th inning after a 1-out triple, and Brandon Wood doubled him home. 3-0 pitch to Dwayne. Ball 4 outside. A 4-pitch walk, and Bacon is aboard for the 4th time. Doyne saved 17 games last year, ranking second in the Texas League. Opponents hit only 171 against him. But no save situation today for Doyne. And right now there are no Travelers warming up in the bullpen. We may see Rich Thompson come out for the ninth. Aaron Peel, the batter, he's 1 for 3. Right-hander takes it in the dirt, ball 1. Sam Walton went an inning and a third for Springfield, allowing no runs, no hits. Walked 1, struck out 2. Right now, Chris Russ is the pitcher of record for Springfield. He gave up 2 runs in 2/3 of an inning. And the pitcher of record for the Travs, Bill Edwards, 1 2/3, no runs. Peel, quick chat with Boykin at the third base box. Back into the batter's box now on a 1-0 count. Doyne delivers, and that's right down the middle, and Peel was taking all the way. 1-1. Peel today has popped up, singled and scored. Struck out. He was hit by a pitch. That was back in the 7th and scored also in the 7th. So 2 runs tonight for Peel. There goes Bacon running. Peel hits into the air right to the right fielder. Stavinoha now charging in. He misplayed it. It falls in front of him. Bacon was going back to first, and he'll be caught at second base. Forced out. Nice job by Stavinoha. He misread that off the bat. And he raised his arms as if he didn't know where the ball was. Bacon fell for it. And even with Dwayne running on the pitch, he is forced out at second base on a ball that fell in. So a fielder's choice for Peel. Play at second base will go 9-6. And that's the first out of the 9th inning. Here's Brandon Wood. Great double-A debut for Brandon. Helped turn 3 double plays. He's driven in 3 with a home run and a double. First pitch, a strike called on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Travs up on the Cards 5-3, top of the 9th inning. Wood broke a 1-1 tie with a homer in the 3rd. He broke a 3-3 tie with a double in the 7th. The 0-1 pitch to Brandon is down low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Peel, the runner at first. Short lead, Dreyer holding. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2 called, a fastball in the upper part of the strike zone. 1-2. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brandon Wood. Matt Brown on deck. 1 out, top 9. Doyne delivers. Wood takes inside. Good fastball. It's 2-2. Crowd is really thinned out. They announced over 7,000 people. There might be a few hundred left. The 2-2 pitch. Strike three called, a fastball on the inside corner. And Wood strikes out for the second time. Strikeout number 7 for the Springfield pitching staff. Here comes Matt Brown. Before we get to the bottom of the ninth, Springfield will send the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Gorecki, Stavinoha, and Washington. And it does look like Rich Thompson will come on to try to close it after he worked the 8th inning. Doyne facing Brown. Matt 2 for 4. Big swing and a miss with a fastball, strike one. Brown a double in the first. Pop out in the third. 5th inning single. A 7th inning RBI ground out. And he turned a spectacular play at third base, which may have saved a run, maybe more. 0-1 pitch to Brown is low, and it's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Doyne, a 7th-year pitcher from Lutz, Florida. Goes to the stretch, and now the 1-1. Brown almost got hit on his left elbow. He was raising his bat above that pitch, and the elbow got in the way, but he was able to get out of the way completely at the last second. 5-3, Travs leading, top 9. Brown looking to tack on perhaps another run. Field the runner first. The pitch is cut on and fouled back. Big swing there by Brown. Got a pitch to hit, too. Brown adjusting his batting glove. Takes a practice swing. Steps in, deep in the box. Slightly closed. Left foot is just about parallel with the back tip of the plate. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Brown, a check swing, but a strike three called as Doyne comes with a breaking ball that just bent over the inside corner. So the Travelers go without a run in the 9th inning. No hits, 1 left. A 5-3 Traveler lead. Looking to win on opening night. We'll see if they can close it out after these words on Little Rock ESPN 1380.
It takes teamwork to be able to reach new goals in today's complex business environment. Each one of us should strive to be a step ahead and know how to compete in a rapidly changing world. The ITT Tech School of Business is about helping people prepare for the challenges of a competitive world. ITT Technical Institute School of Business, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not. Well, no, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. To stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste. 0 calories.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less selling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Bottom of the 9th inning here in Springfield with the Arkansas Travelers trying to close out an opening day win. 5-3, Travs lead. They took that lead on a Brandon Wood double in the 7th inning. Rich Thompson is on in the 9th after getting through the 8th. He'll try to close it out, facing Reid Gorecki, Nick Stavinoha, and Rico Washington. Gorecki, the first batter to face, 1 for 4 with a triple and a run scored. Right-handed batter. Thompson's pitch called, strike 1 on the inside corner. Nice heater from the native of Sydney, Australia. Thompson in his career, 25 saves at 17 3 years ago. The 0-1 pitch is up high for a ball, and it's 1-1. Thompson's pretty much done everything throughout his career as a pitcher. He's been a starter, a long reliever, a closer, And here's trying to close tonight's game. 1-1 to Gorecki. Swinging a tip into the screen. Strike 2. There is a pitcher warming up in the Traveler bullpen. Can't quite tell who it is from up here. Gorecki steps back into the plate. Here's Thompson's delivery. Swinging a shot to the gap in right center field. Going to get in for a base hit. A speedaway, but to cut it off. Gorecki wants a double. Here comes the throw to second. Not in time. Good job by Espedo cutting that ball off, but Gorecki showed the speed that makes him a prospect as he gets into second base just ahead of the throw. Second hit for Gorecki, his second extra base hit. And now the Cardinals will bat with a tying run at the plate for the remainder of the ninth inning. Wilson out to the mound to talk with Thompson. This is the second base hit that Rich has allowed after retiring the first two men he faced in the eighth. And remember, it did take a stellar play by Matt Brown behind third base to end the eighth inning. It looks like Bobby Zimmerman loosening up in the Traveler bullpen. Here's Stavinoha. 1 for 2. Big right-hander. Thompson's pitch. Check swing, followed through and missed on a changeup. Strike 1. Getting the first strike hasn't been the problem for Thompson. In fact, he's had a first pitch strike against every batter he's faced. Finishing him off, it seems to be part of the trouble. 0-1 is the count. Thompson throws. Stavinoha looks at ball 1, just a hair outside. Nobody really paying much attention to the runner at second. Gorecki is free to roam. It's all about getting 3 outs here before the Cardinals get 2 runs. You don't really worry about Gorecki scoring. Thompson brings them together, sets at the belt, checks the runner, and throws the pitch. Strike 2 called. A fastball at the knee. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thompson kicks, delivers. High fastball. Stavinoha went down to a knee after realizing that pitch was not a pitch he wanted to swing at. So it's an even count, 2-2. Rico Washington on deck. He's had 3 hits today. Dangerous spot. Thompson ready. He lifts his leg and turns to second base. No throw. No one even covering at second base. Thompson now sets at the belt again. And the 2-2 to Stavinoha. Fouled back over the press box. Well, Thompson's getting it up there. He is not afraid to challenge with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the ninth inning, nobody out, and the tying run at the plate. 5-3, Travs leading. 2-2 pitch. Stavinoha fouls it back again. Just barely getting enough of the ball to stay alive. Zimmerman continues to warm up in the bullpen. Stretched by Thompson, the 2-2. Stavinoha takes in the dirt. Nice stop by Wilson. That's ball 3. A 3-2 count from Thompson, and here's the pitch. Stavinoha swings, ground ball, base hit into left field. Gorecki will hold it third. The throw will be cut off at the mound by the shortstop Wood, and we've got the tying run on base for the Springfield Cardinals with nobody out. It's Marcus Gwynn warming up in the bullpen. Rich Thompson having some struggles here. Out of the last 5 batters he's faced, 4 of them have reached. So here's Rico Washington, in his first game as a Cardinals minor leaguer, he has a chance to possibly do something special. Washington, after his first at-bat in which he tapped back to the mound, has hit the ball very hard. 2 doubles and a single. Grabs at a 2-run lead. Here's the first pitch, and Washington is way out in front of it. He fouls it back, strike 1. The left-handed hitting Rico Washington is a veteran minor league player. Since 1997, he has been around. He has been in this situation before. 19 home runs last year. You'd think he might be swinging for the fences. 0-1 pitch is up high a little bit, 1-1. Thompson trying to forget about the runner at third. Tyne runs at first. The 1-1 pitch. Washington takes up high, ball 2. And it's a 2-1 count with Brian Martin on deck. Washington with a slight open stance. He gives that outside corner. Here's Thompson's delivery. Swinging a pop-up, left side infield, foul ground to the dugout and out of play by about 8 rows. Been confirmed it is Marcus Gwynn warming up in the bullpen. Looks like Zimmerman's number, but where Gwynn wears number 29, Zimmerman wears 38, and I got those numbers confused. So it is Gwynn warming up in the bullpen for the Travs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thompson facing Washington. Here's the right-hander's pitch. Fouled back again. Washington very late on that fastball, and Thompson came with some heavy heat. Each team with 11 base hits. Springfield has committed the game's only error. 5-3. Arkansas in front. Opening day at Hammond Field. No out in the 9th inning. Here's the 2-2. Swing a ground ball to second base. Could be 2. Roslin fields it onto Wood. 1 out. Here's the relay. It is in time for the double play. Great job by Greg Porter going up on his tiptoes to bring in a very high throw from Brandon Wood. Folks, that's why you put someone who's 6'4" at first base. Fabulous play by Porter. And now the Travelers are 1 out away from winning this game. However, on that double play, Gorecki does come home to score. No RBI for Washington. That's the 4th double play the Travs have turned tonight. So here's Brian Martin. And Thompson has a chance for the save. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Good fastball. Martin is 0 for 3. He's been hit by a pitch. Hit into a double play. Grounded out and slide out. 5-4. Travelers in front. 2 outs. Bases empty. Bottom 9. Here's Thompson's windup and the 0-1. That was about a 50-foot pitch. Went nowhere. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield deep, outfield even deeper. 1-1 to Martin. Swing and a miss on another high fastball, and Martin's chasing the pitch that was way out of the strike zone. It is 1-2 from Thompson to Martin. Rich gets the sign into the glove. The windup. Here's the pitch. It is fly foul over the bullpen in right field. That'll get to the picnic area, which is sopping wet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count remains on Brian Martin. Thompson a deep breath. Back to the glove he goes. And here comes the 1-2. Martin is hit by the pitch. Thompson trying to bust him inside with a fastball, and Martin actually got his right elbow closer to the plate by checking his swing. It wasn't necessarily such a bad pitch by Thompson, but Martin, I'm sure he didn't mean to do it, but he moved his elbow right into the ball's path by checking his swing. And so the tying run is on base, and the winning run comes to the plate. Cody Arthur stands in. Arthur doubled on the first pitch he saw today off Davidson in the second, but since then, not much. Strikeout, ground out, soft liner to short. Righty Thompson to the lefty Arthur. First pitch on the way. Swing and a little number to the right side of the mound. Thompson plays that. He's going to take it to the bag himself, and we've got an opening day victory for the Arkansas Travelers. 1 run in the 9th inning for the Cardinals on 2 base hits. 1 man left, and the Travs win on opening night 5-4, and you can put it in the book. This was an entertaining game tonight, folks. It went down to the very last pitch, and Brandon Wood turns out to be the offensive hero with 3 runs batted in, a home run, and a double. Great game tonight. The Travs win it 5-4. We'll come back for the Allstate Insurance postgame after these words on Little Rock ESPN 1380.
What if there were no bad drivers? What if everyone always followed the speed limit? What if 10-car pileups didn't exist? In a world like that, we'd all be better off. It's why Allstate is introducing 2 incentives to drive safe. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, you'll get cash off your renewal bill with a safe driving bonus. And for every year of safe driving, you'll get $100 off your deductible with Deductible Rewards. Another year, another $100 off, up to $500. But it's not just about saving money. Safe driving also saves lives. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate, Dan. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can get $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Deductible rewards apply to collision coverage. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Northwest Illinois.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I take a sip, I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, stay with me. What's your name?
Robert.
Okay, Robert, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight down to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite. Open one, take a sip, and everything should be right back to normal.
Okay.
Don't worry, Robert. It's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less selling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
KDXE, North Little Rock.
It's time now for the Allstate Insurance post-game show. Once again, here's the voice of the Arkansas Travelers, Phil Elson.
Well, a happy opening night for the Arkansas Travelers as they are able to defeat the Springfield Cardinals at Hammond Field. 5-4 is the final score. And here are the particulars for tonight's baseball game. The Arkansas Travelers finished with 5 runs on 11 base hits, no errors, and 11 runners left. The Springfield Cardinals scored 4 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, and 8 runners left. The winning pitcher is Bill Edwards. Chris Russ takes the loss. Rich Thompson earns the save. The only home run was hit by Brandon Wood of the Travs. Time of game was 2 hours and 49 minutes. And the paid attendance at Hammond Field, 6,792. So the Travs win on opening day, go to 1-0. Springfield falls to 0-1. Game time tomorrow, 7:10. The Travs will have Stephen Shell pitching, and they'll be going up against Chris Lambert. So let's recap this baseball game here. I have a chance to hear some of the highlights here on the Allstate Insurance post-game report. Neither team got a run in the first inning. We went into the second when the Cardinals got on top of the Travelers. Daniel Davidson hit Brian Martin with a pitch. Cody Arthur doubled him to third base, and a sacrifice fly by Jarrett Hoffpauir brought in Martin for a 1-0 lead. But Davidson would also load the bases with a couple of walks. He would squeak through that situation when he induced Reid Gorecki's pop-up, stranding the bases loaded. And so the Travelers were trailing at that point by a score of 1-0. Travelers answered, however, immediately in the top of the third inning against Jordan Powell. After one out, Dwayne Bacon singled into center field. Aaron Peel followed with a line shot towards right center. Reid Gorecki, the center fielder, bobbled the ball, allowing Bacon to score from first base on the play. Peel went into second. That tied the game at 1. And then Brandon Wood coming up to the plate in his second Double-A at-bat. And now Wood, who struck out in the first inning, has a chance to give Arkansas the lead. The pitch is driven in the air to deep center field. Gorecki back to the warning track. The leap at the wall. It is gone. Brandon Wood, ladies and gentlemen, has hit his first Double-A home run in his second Double-A at-bat. And Arkansas grabs the lead 3-1. So Wood, with his first of who knows how many home runs, gave the Travelers that lead. And Davidson would hold it into the fifth when he allowed Reid Gorecki's one-out triple off the glove of Bacon in center field. Nick Stavinoha's sacrifice fly would bring Gorecki home, and that cut the Traveler lead to 3-2. 3-2 lead continued into the sixth inning. Davidson lost a little bit of his command. A couple of one-out walks would make Davidson leave the ball game. Bill Edwards entered the ball game then. Iker Franco steps to the plate with runners at first and second and only one away. After an error by the center fielder, Reid Gorecki allowed the tying run to score. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball towards third, off Matt Brown's glove. It's into left field, charging his Peel. Here comes Hoffpauir around third base to score the tying run. And it's a 3-3 game. So Brown actually had a very tough play there. He was unable to pick it. That scored the tying run and put the go-ahead run into scoring position. But Edwards was able to rebound, inducing Mike McCoy to bounce into a 6-3 double play, ending the rally. And the Travs answered immediately in the top of the seventh inning against the reliever Chris Russ. After one out, Bacon collected his third base hit of the game, a triple to right center field. Aaron Peel was hit by a pitch, and Brandon Wood comes back up to the plate once again. Folks, this kid had a clutch game. Hands together by the right-hander Russ. Here's a kick in the 2-2 to Wood. A swing and a line shot fair down the third base line. Travs are back in front. Dwayne Bacon comes home to score. Aaron Peel on his way to third. He'll stop there. And Wood coasts into second base with his second tie-breaking extra base hit of the night. That would not be it for the Travelers. On that play, Peel would go to third base and score. The infield was coming in. Matt Brown hit a ground ball to the shortstop McCoy. He bobbled that ball, allowing Peel to score, and the Travs had a 5-3 lead. Edwards got through the seventh inning. Rich Thompson came on for the eighth. Got a couple of quick outs, but then a walk and a single, put the tying runs on base. Mike McCoy hit a pretty hard ground ball in back of third. A beautiful diving play by Matt Brown saved a run there. And after the Travelers went down quietly in the top of the ninth, Thompson continued to struggle, start in the bottom of the ninth, allowing a double to Reid Gorecki, a single by Nick Stavinoha, but then he rebounds, getting Rico Washington to bounce into a double play, bringing Gorecki home from third. And after he hit Brian Martin with a pitch, Thompson induces Cody Harther's bounce out to the mound, ending the ball game, and the Travelers hold on for the 5-4 final score. Again, Edwards the winner, Russ takes the loss, Thompson the save. Wood hit the game's only home run. Time of game 2 hours 49 minutes. Paid attendance 6,792. Coming up next on the Allstate Insurance post-game report, we'll have some scores from around the Texas League and the majors on the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard. This is the Allstate Insurance post-game report and Traveler Baseball in Little Rock, ESPN 1380.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not. Well, no, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste. 0 calories.
Your world is suddenly changing for the better, all because two great companies that you know and trust, have now joined forces to deliver the world that matters most. Yours. AT&T, with its passion to invent, and SBC, with its drive to deliver, have come together to create the most complete and secure network with products and services to keep you connected to work, home, to life. Introducing the new AT&T, your world delivered.
Let's check out the scores on the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard. We'll begin in the major leagues, where we have mostly final scores with the exception of 2 games in progress. In the National League, Arizona beating up on the Colorado Rockies 11-2 in the top of the 8th inning. Chad Tracy and Chris Snyder have gone deep for the D-backs. Matt Holliday hit his first home run for Colorado. In progress in Seattle, it's the Mariners over the Oakland A's, 3-1. They're in the bottom of the 3rd at Safeco Field, and Everett has hit his first homer for the M's. Final scores out of the National League. St. Louis defeats the Phillies 4-2, with Jimmy Rollins' hitting streak ending at 38 games. Jason Marquis was the winning pitcher. Corey Lytle takes the loss. Cincinnati beats Pittsburgh 6-5, with Rick White defeating his old team. Mike Gonzalez takes the loss. David Weathers the save. Joe Randa and Ryan Domit hit home runs for the Bucks. Adam Dunn hit his second for the Redlegs. The Mets double up the Nats 10-5 at Shea Stadium. Pedro Martinez wins his opening game of the season. Ramon Ortiz takes the loss for the Nationals. Mets got homers from Beltran and Delgado, while Nick Johnson went deep for Washington. San Francisco, 6-4 winners over the Braves today. Jeff Acero, the oldest former Traveler in Major League Baseball, wins his first game of the year. Jorge Sosa, the loser. And it was Tim Worrell taking the loss. 3 homers for the Braves, Jordan, Sosa, and Bruce McCann. In the American League, it was Tampa Bay over Baltimore 2-0. A 3-hit shutout combined on for Tampa Bay. Actually, it was not a combined shutout. It was Mark Hendrickson throwing a complete game 3-hitter with 5 strikeouts. Chris Benson pitched well, but he also takes the loss. Again, Tampa Bay shutting out Baltimore 2-0. Another final score, which came out of Toronto. The Blue Jays up on Minnesota 6-3. Gustavo Chacin, the winner. Jose Silva takes the loss. B.J. Ryan saves number 2. Our last final was out of Texas, a slugfest with the Tigers and the Rangers. It's won by the Tigers 10-6. The Tigers hit a ton today. Maglio Ordonez and Chris Shelton each hit 2 home runs. Brendan Inge, Craig Monroe, and Marcus Thames also went deep, so that's 7 home runs for the Tigers. Ian Kinsler, former Frisco Rough Rider, hit his first. Robertson, the winner. Dickey took the loss. Those are your scores across the Southwest Airlines out-of-town Major League scoreboard. Now to the Texas League. We have a final score from earlier today with San Antonio winning at Corpus Christi 4-3. Travis Blackley got the win. Estrada the loss. Justin Huber saved his first. And J.R. House with his first home run for Corpus Christi. Nelson went deep for San Antonio. Frisco wins on their home opener 4-2 over the Midland Rockhounds. Thompson picks up the win for the Rough Riders. Jason Windsor the loss for Midland. Corey gets the save for Frisco. 2 homers for the Riders. Jake Blaylock and Travis Metcalf. 1 game still in progress. It's at Tulsa. The Wichita Wranglers 8 and the Tulsa Drillers 3. 3 homers for Wichita. Sanchez, Mayer, and Alex Gordon. First-round pick out of the University of Nebraska. That's Gordon's first home run at Double-A. Jordan Zarnicki went deep for the Tulsa Drillers. And, of course, the Travelers with a win today 5-4 over the Springfield Cardinals. Coming up next on the Allstate Insurance Post-Game Report, we'll wrap this baby up on Little Rock ESPN 1380.
You signaled your turn. You merged without cutting anyone off. You stopped because the light was red. Through rain and sleet, through dark of night, 365 and 1/4 days a year, you drive safely. Now, Allstate rewards you for being the hero you are. Introducing the Safe Driving Bonus. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, Allstate will give you an extra bonus. Actual cash off your renewal bill. That's on top of any discount you've already received. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stands. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can start earning your safe driving bonus the day you sign up. Features optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Northwest Illinois.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore.
We'll wrap up the broadcast here on Little Rock's ESPN 1380. Bill Elson with you, and again, thanks for tuning in to Trav's opening day victory here in Springfield. 5-4, the final score, as the Arkansas Travelers got 2 tie-breaking hits from Brandon Wood. We might have to be getting used to this, folks. Wood came through in the clutch today in the field and at the plate. For his efforts, Brandon Wood is today's BC Powder player of the game. BC Powder, this time of year, your allergies are starting to kick up, so you might want to try BC Powder Allergy Relief in the green packet. BC Powder, used as directed. Well, let's also give honorable mention to a couple of other Travelers who had very good games, especially in a debut. Dwayne Bacon, the center fielder, 3 for 4 with a triple, scored a couple of runs. Matt Brown, 2 for 5, an RBI, a double, and possibly a game-saving play in back of third base in the 8th inning. Their bullpen looks strong today, though they did put a couple of men on base themselves. Bill Edwards gets the win in his Double-A debut. Rich Thompson gets the save in his Double-A debut. Well, this is the first of 140 games. Game number 2 tomorrow night out here in Springfield. It'll be another 7:10 first pitch. Airtime will be 6:50. Starting pitching matchup features a couple of prospects. Chris Lambert for the Springfield Cardinals. Last year, Lambert, 10 wins, 9 losses split between Palm Beach and Springfield. But he had some real troubles with the Cardinals in the Texas League, going 3-8 with a 6.35 ERA. Stephen Shell takes them out tomorrow for the Travs. Shell, 10 wins, 8 losses last year with a 4.57 earned run average. And again, that first pitch is at 7:10. Airtime is at 6:50 right here on Little Rock ESPN 1380. Big thanks back to the studios to Arlen Horn and Brad, who had never learned his last name. But Brad, nice job today on your first day on the board. And thank you, fans, for tuning in. I hope you join us tomorrow. Once again, that final score from Hammond Field in Springfield. It's the Arkansas Travelers 5 and the Springfield Cardinals 4. Folks, have a great night. We'll talk baseball again tomorrow night.
Today's game has been brought to you by AT&T, Coca-Cola, Allstate Insurance, ITT Technical Institute, Miller Lite, and Arkansas Federal Credit Union. You've been listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.